So give
This is
him, give him like 30 seconds.
this is the Tactical Muffin Top. Muffin Top. Tuesday chat. I'm joined with my homies Justin B and Lawfully Armed.
What's up, party people?
Heyo.
We got Grit and Grace first over here. I don't have the game going. I'm on mobile.
Oh,
You're a bad, bad man.
cry emoji. Where is it? It's not
Yeah.
noticing.
That game don't like me anyway.
What's up? What are we talking about? What's going on in the world?
Right now, if you buy a Walther PDP, you get a free CNH duty dot.
You get a what?
You get a free CNH duty dot. It's like their version of a Aimpoint Acro, made in China as opposed to Switzerland. But it's cool because it comes with like a replaceable front shield, like a front polycarb lens. So like if you get like scratches or you break it racking the gun off of it, or brass wax it just right or whatever, like there's two set screws and you can take that protective lens off.
So basically, they know the lens is crap.
Well, no, it's just
No,
a
man,
$5
it is cool, though.
insight to a $330 dot. I mean, like, smart on them.
Well, Grit, do you need to put in the big seed order? Don't you have enough seeds, darling?
No, life short. Buy the damn seeds.
No. You
Diaspora.
know. No, she definitely has seeds that she's regrown and heirloomed, and she's saved enough seeds.
I have seeds.
Yes.
Ouch.
But they're new varieties.
They're gonna eat the same.
I was gonna tell Justin why.
Yeah, that one hurt too, man. Shit, that laugh hurt.
You guys are sick. I like it.
Well, I ordered.
What up, Gen X?
I ordered a bunch of.
Welcome.
Forget what they're called, but they're like little short, stubby, round carrots. So I can do them in shallow. So I can try to do them in shallow pots.
There you go.
So they're just average carrots.
Yeah, they're just slightly below average carrots.
Yeah, they're half
They're
Asian
not like-
carrots like me. They're half Asian carrots like me.
What's it called where they like? I want to
Chode?
say groomed, but I know that's not the right term. Where they like?
Genetically modified.
Well, that suggests like science. I mean, like where they're like
Where they
bred
keep getting
for a specific,
wow.
creature color or whatever.
One, I'm thinking they'll be really easy to just cut really quick in half and throw in the beef stew pot. Throw in the pot for beef stew because
What's up, the Rule Report? Rule, we need to do a chat, buddy, one of these days.
They call them little finger carrots. Womp womp womp.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, it's not super duper official. I'm just on the phone again. They call them
How you
yammy.
feeling on the men? TMT, how are you on the men?
Well,
Doing sit-ups yet?
I should have just took the whole week off work, but I'm working a little bit from home, and I forgot to take like half of my pills today, so it was not a great day. So what can you do? Yeah, Grit has a good video. She just threw some carrots somewhere, and they just took off. That was good. Grit did a good video on the difference between desiccant and oxygen absorbers.
I know. She learned me. Like I just kind of always, in my mind, lumped them as all in one. Like she did a quick but concise explanation of where and why you should use the two.
it was
Yeah.
good.
Over and over.
I agree. It was a good video.
Excuse me.
So what are we talking about this evening? We're talking about how cool Walther is, or are we going to talk about anything else going on in the world?
Those new Glocks are like just Glocks. Like it wasn't worth all the like pissing and moaning.
I
Like, it's still a
figure-
Glock. It's not better and it's not worse.
And it's already got a new switch. It's been out for a couple days, and there's already a switch for it.
Yep. Allegedly. I've seen the pictures. I hadn't seen the video. But yeah. We
They
finally
look very
got our
3D
two in
printed
today.
esque.
I was telling Justin earlier in your Discord that the trigger doesn't feel any better. Like it's not worse, but it's not better.
Yeah, it's just
Popping the slide off something,
it's
just
just that now it's just like now they just went back a step. You know, we're just getting them cut from. Now no one's getting their shit cut. Now we got to pay for it ourselves. It's like, hey, us. Thanks, guys.
All these YNs over here. Well,
Yeah.
Gen X Gemini, if we're going to crack the code, Grit and Grace should get absolutely ginormous because anybody who is a gal who's not 600 pounds and has any sort of knowledge in whatever subject they are on YouTube, they typically get a ginormous channel. So Grit should follow suit and probably just become way bigger than all of us.
Just totally discredit the content. It's all.
No, it's just what it. Well, I mean, it don't hurt nothing. It makes a real easy thumbnail. Just saying. If you have some ugly dude like me on there with my butt crack hanging out, like, who's gonna click the butt crack guy over like somebody riding a horse or like
I click
a
your
chick
butt
who's
crack.
not 600 pounds? You would click my butt crack.
Yeah.
But you're sick.
Gen X one too. You seen him? He clicked your butt crack.
See,
He
Gen
probably
X.
lit it.
You know what? You guys, I might be honest. Every thumbnail will now have a butt crack.
Yeah.
We're going for
Or butt crack, a little bit of side.
ACR would.
Anything will do.
CR
I'm gonna start
would,
putting
yeah.
a little bit of side boob in mine. See if that
Johnny
works.
Depp would do unspeakable things. TMT's butt crack.
You guys are cracking the code over here. I forgot that for the degenerate men humor. Well, we'll click it just because. Well, if you start seeing me rolling around in a Speedo, you know what happened. Be like, you want to be tactical? I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna have like one little thing of camo down there, like a little loincloth, and just run around tactical.
High speed, low drag.
High speed, low drag.
More like tactical.
His gun's dry, but his body's lubed.
War wagon for the wiggle worm.
What's up, Pat?
How you been, Pat?
Not too bad. Just enjoying my little weekend.
Get a few days off and get it back to work.
I got a God damn it. Now I can't think of any words. Not a raccoon.
Raccoon.
It's a possum.
Oh, possum.
Fucking possum, that's right. He's he's dug his last trash bag apart. It may take a while, but I'm gonna get him.
Just pop you the lid on a can of tuna or something and stick it out in the yard. Just wait. The man is 7 siblings.
I need to take the thermal out.
They're too cloudy.
And then if you leave them late, you might get a coyote or two off the possum.
And yeah, the night vision wasn't working too good tonight.
Hashtag thermal.
Yeah, my thermal was strapped to my night gun. I didn't feel like pulling it off. I was in a hurry. But then it didn't matter because he was run off. I could see eyes up in the woods, but it turned out to be a deer.
Well, if you just run up to them
Pull
and
up
you turn your foot over their head, and then you stomp their head in, they'll just pass out. And you can pick them up by the tail and take them wherever.
So I've
serious.
done that once or twice.
I have done that a few times. Yes, they'll pass out. They'll do their little whatever
Play
it's
dead.
called scientifically. Yeah, they'll play dead, and you can relocate alive or otherwise.
Where do you take them?
The burn pit.
Dungeon?
No, I take them to the burn pit after I schwack them.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you burn them alive?
If you don't want to
sadist?
step on them. Well, I mean, kinda. It's either the possum or the children. Take your pick.
I know you don't want to waste ammo, but like 22 is cheap. Be humane.
Yeah, well, so's a baseball bat. So you can pick them up at the dollar. You can pick those up for $1 at Goodwill all the time.
Police trading ball bats.
Nope, just a good old youth model, aluminum bat. And then you can take it over to the garden hose and clean her off for the next round.
That's funny because I cleaned out my garage or my basement the past couple of days. I found a bat. Maybe I should have took that instead. It would have been a lot quicker.
Well, there's your garbage bat.
Man, an aluminum bat makes a really long 22 silencer.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Like really long.
About cracking a jar of Mado. Isn't that a Kid Rock song? Yeah. It's called Ball with the Ball.
Is it?
Badang, badang, giggity. I like to think so. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Yeah, Gen X got it.
I was a little too old to. I think I was a little too old to get that. What was the thing behind that? I saw the little cartoon.
It's Family Guy, bro.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
just an episode of Family Guy, and then it just kind of never went away.
Okay. I've only ever seen clips of that. I've never watched an entire episode.
Yeah, it was just a cutaway.
It was
Hello and good
right
evening.
around-
Just watching Martin Bros Customs live primer shop fab session and saw you were live. Well, thank you, Mike McClone. I appreciate you hopping over here.
Shout out to Randall's Little Adventures. He hollered at me last night and made me go to bed.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
He can holler lawfully really loud.
Thanks for swinging this way, Mike McClone. All right, we're gonna take some. I think Family Guy did it because it was
Taking care of business every day.
yeah, somewhere else. Yeah, it could have been. We're gonna talk about what's going on in the world, what you need to do to better yourself, how to prep whilst down for medical, because I haven't done nothing this week, that's for sure. So let's
Well,
Let's
I know
start.
one. Well, I know one thing. Well, I know one thing you can do while, kind of trying to rest your body. It's still really easy to find really cheap food on the internet while having your phone in your hand.
That's true. And Grit said you're healing TMT. That's all you should be doing right now. Yeah. I
We're
am.
proud of you for it.
Oh, thanks, you guys.
You could be slamming the hell out of some curls.
No, I cannot. I'm on a 10-pound weight limit.
Really?
Yeah, they cut his abdomen open, dude. All your strength originates
Yeah.
from the core.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got my core, bro.
We don't need to be slamming some 50s or anything. Come on, just 8 pounds.
No, now it's 65 now.
8 pounds? Come on.
You know,
Yeah,
you're
I don't know.
stubborn
It's-
man. 8 pounds
it's
is
tough.
less than 10.
I don't want him to get a hernia.
Yeah, one guy at work, he was calling me. He's like, "Are you gonna come have?" Because I can't drive for 2 weeks. He's like, "You can have your wife drop you off." I was like, "Dude, I can't wear pants. Like, I'm wearing my Duluth underwears like part the way down." I'm like, "I don't think that's office appropriate."
Can't tell
He's
you
like,
how many
"Oh,
times I've been
well,
hurt
maybe just
and them calling me like, so you coming in a couple of days? Like, no,
yeah,
I'm broke.
yeah, yeah." And then I got a follow up, and I don't know when I'm getting these staples out, but like they go right down, like where my pants, you know, hang out and get buttoned. It like went right over the muffin top. So like I got like a Frankenstein scar on my muffin top now.
Hmm.
What up, Randall Little Adventures? We need to do a chat sometime too, brother. See, it's a very interesting spot. I can't like bend or anything. It's great. I can't stand up straight all the way either because like it's tight. And it's weird because like I look down at my gut when I showered the other day and I'm like, oh, that's not how it looked like before surgery. So like all my guts are not in the same spot. You know what I mean?
Are you saying they sewed you up crooked?
Or they
I'm
cut
saying
crooked.
it's not a straight belly button, that's for sure. But yeah. But well, I mean, they had to go in and move my guts around to get to my spine. So like, I would assume they probably had to take something out. I don't know. I don't really care to figure out what they did because I don't want to think about it. But I know
I know
nothing.
when
It doesn't feel quite right.
I think when they go through your abdomen, they have to sew you twice. They have to like sew up the inside muscle part, and then they got to sew up your skin.
Yeah.
I hate you
So
right
they
now.
did to my boss last week.
Yeah, I know they had to do like that mesh stuff too.
Quadruple bypass.
Jeez. When do I start
Dude was
physical
hobbling.
therapy? I don't know. I don't have a date yet.
Dude was hobbling around with a 90% blockage. You imagine how like spry he's going to be after he heals up.
No. I know
It's
somebody
like
who
he's
just
been
got
walking around on top of Everest, and then like now he's going to like have a skip in the step.
No, I know a guy who had a quadruple bypass, but his is because of steroids, and he's not any of the better.
Well, okay.
But he's
Me
still
for
taking
wishing luck.
steroids. That's probably not helping. You know what? I hope he's doing great. It's a. All right, think about it. If you're pulling an engine, your stock engine that's been running forever, then you go to the junkyard and throw one in. Is it really going to run as good as that one, or you might have a tick or something in it? You know, like it's not the same, but like it's close.
We're all destined for the dirt. What fucking difference does it make?
You're taking this the wrong way.
No, I get your analogy, but like he didn't have a heart transplant. He had a quadruple bypass. It's kind of like you get an oil change, your engine runs better. See, I can make those analogies too.
Yeah, they just rotored through him, and he's good to go.
Yeah, they had to do that to my mom a couple years ago. I believe she was at like 94 or 93 or something like that. They said she just got short of breath, almost passed out, and it's a miracle her boyfriend got her to the hospital because she's stubborn as I am. She doesn't go to the hospital for nothing.
You know, I wonder if that may become a more common surgery because of the jibby jabs, as we've all seen the videos with the extended clots and whatnot in the pump house. If that's worded enough to get around YouTube censorship, I don't know.
Yeah, I think this was before that, and I don't think they care much anymore. Just throw in that, throw in the disclaimer. You know,
Yesterday's pomade said, "Did I hear about Muffin getting his guts rearranged by some dude?" No, that was lawfully.
Yeah, I thought about going there with that, but I just
That's
didn't.
funny. Who is that? Randall's asking that you said that.
Yeah, the guy that rearranged you. That was me.
Oh, dang.
I rearranged your guts.
Yeah, Lawfully got his PP tattooed, and it says Walther PDP on it, and it grows to the full size with a comp when he's at attention. Is it gray or green, or is it just like normal?
It's got that pick, that performance, ergonomics, and quality.
Yeah. That's good. I think Randall was asking who had that bypass.
My boss, he's like 69. I already answered the comments.
Oh, sorry.
Back to your guts. I wanted to
Damn.
tickle your belly button from the inside.
I mean, if you're qualified, you do you, boo.
I mean, it's a mix of things. Your belly button hangs low.
Yes, because I'm a fat guy. Anybody notice the Cloudflare outage today? Yes. I think I was affected at work with it
Who do
today.
they service?
Say that again.
Who all do they service? like a
From what I'm
Windows.
seeing, I was watching Tim Pool. I think they do Spotify, they do Twitter. Twitter went down for a while. They do something with Google because some of that went down. Some Microsoft stuff went down. Grinder went down. I don't know how the outages were outraged at 9 o'clock in the morning, but Grinder went down. They service
Oh,
quite a
man.
bit.
Not Grinder.
I know.
Some of the
You're
AI
probably
programs.
you're probably really disappointed yesterday.
I was, yeah.
Yeah, I think some of those AI programs use that too.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff. Tim Pool had a pretty good thought processy on it. You do a widespread outage like that, and they were hacking. He thinks they hacked crypto, trying to move a large sum around. That's a good theory, but they will never ever tell you it's an attack. That's the thing. Like, I think that Americans. I had this conversation with somebody earlier this week about how they think that we're so safe, and they're like, oh man, I can't remember what it was, but we were talking about the Muslim culture, and I was like, well, yeah, you think that these women would be in more of an uproar when they get governors that are of Muslim religion and stuff, and they think that they don't have rights now. Like over there, they don't have rights. And he's like, I was telling him, I was like, yeah, man, I showed him this video, like this dude over in Turkey, I think, or wherever. I can't remember where it was. It was either in Turkey or France, but it was in like a Muslim part. And they had a 4-year-old bride, and the guy like beat her in the face because like she was crying that she was getting married, like the husband, right? And he's like, "Oh my God, if that happens here," I'm like, "Dude, they're already pushing for Sharia law in like a bunch of places in the United States." And then I just showed him a video that I seen today of like a huge Muslim gathering in Texas. You know, it's supposed to be America, 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 the most American state ever. Texas. Texas is being overrun by blues, by libs, by everything else. I think Texas is unfortunately going to fall in an election by design, unless we get enough people like Randall out there to sort it out. But I think that, and he's like, yeah, he's one of the guys that's like, man, I've never carried a gun. I never thought I'd need to, and like he wants to start carrying a gun and stuff. And I'm like, it's a different America than what it was 10 years ago, and it's way different than 40 years ago, dude. You know what I mean?
Randall carries a gun. Randall
I'm
carries
not-
that SG-101.
I'm not talking about Randall. I'm talking about the guy I was talking to.
Well, they'll be named off from people you know IRL.
Yeah. No, I was like, no, I think that Texas will probably fall. They've been influxed with a bunch of idiots, unfortunately, which is, you know, what they want. But, you know, between that and obviously that the big thing of that is letting 20, 30 million people in that we don't know about
Yeah.
in the last 4 years. And then I just think that too many good men. Like even just say the four of us, like our morals are pretty sound and set in stone. And look how far apart we are. Like if somebody's at your guys' house, I can't get your back. You can't get my back if they're at my house. It doesn't take a lot of guys to be at one person's house with upstanding morals. You're either going to decide to fight and render the consequences with your family inside, or you're not going to fight because your family's inside, and then whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean?
Need to move your family off the X or move the X. Take the fight somewhere else.
Yeah. If you can. Sometimes you can't. Like, if it happens at Walmart or whatever, you can say, yeah, get to the car. If it happens at your house, you can have a safe room designated, but you still have to get everybody there, and then who knows what they would have, you know. Their cultures are, I don't know if you've seen all the genocides lately, but like you can see the blood splatters from space, like low tech weapons. They use a lot of fire. I don't have enough to put out a giant house fire whilst I'm kitted up and dealing with other stuff.
Well, why
Maybe we
not?
all need to install sprinklers on the roofs. I don't know.
Water hose?
Hmm?
Water hose?
Yeah. You got your hose rigged up on your house, ready to put it out at a moment's notice? Whilst you're kitted up and doing battle in this scenario? No. Don't be dumb.
You don't ride your AR like a witch's broom?
No, I do not. Right, but here's the problem, Randall, is they're going to do it through politics first. They're going to vote you out, and then you're going to get a bunch of shitty laws passed, and then they're going to
They're gonna outbreed you.
yeah, and yeah, they do that very well. So it's a timestamp game, and they've played it well. $10 years is going to be a very interesting 10 years.
So you got to beat them to it, make like 10 babies, and hope that at least 5 of them grow up right.
You got to play the numbers.
Jeez.
Well, that's what they do.
I just enjoyed Justin's head. You get him to audibly like, oh, never mind.
You're pretty lovely. At a certain age, yeah, I understand. And it gets different when you don't have a full nest as well. But there's only still so many single guys, and you know, that's unfortunately part of the culture is becoming more single and less children and more of a sexual culture. I mean, it's all by design. It's just crippling our morals left, right, and center. I mean, if you had every good man with a family of, you know, a couple kids and the normal size house and a decent vehicle to get you back and forth like in the 50s, if we were that now with that solidified family unit, it would be a different story. But they've picked and tore that apart over the years to be the carcass that it is today, you know.
Yeah, once you delete the moral fiber of it all, everything else kind of, you know, it'll fall the way that you want it to.
Things would be a lot different if this was like the 50s. The first person that came out that says, "I think I'm a they them," they probably would have got the shit beat out of them. And everyone else who thought that way would have just kept their mouth shut.
Yeah, well, here's the problem is they don't think that way. It's just a victimized culture, and they want to say, oh man, I have this, and this problems, and they get attention for it. And it's because they don't get attention at home because either everybody's working or it's a broken home and they don't have both side teachings. They don't have, like, it's a corrupt system. to get to this level where you thinks that. You know what I mean? It's not an overnight system. This has been years. This plan has been working years in the making, and it's working in their favor quite a bit.
I wish something would work in my
Social
favor.
engineering is not a 6-month plan. You know, it's a 10-year plan.
Yeah, I mean, they started putting the people into colleges and shit, 20 years ago. They knew what they were doing.
Well, hopefully something is coming your way, Mr. Walther Master. You should you should have a backup channel called the Walther King.
I don't know about that. They just
Yeah.
make a fair product, and it keeps our Kansans employed. So
I think that they're doing it the right way to try and get in on big contracts like law enforcement and stuff like that. They're coming in a very higher quality firearm. I'd rather take
all
that
up
than
over Pennsylvania and Florida. Their real estate's up.
I would much rather have that over a Taurus in my waistband in a heartbeat. And not knocking Taurus. I've carried a Taurus and had one in my waistband, but I'd rather have that Walther PDP over a freaking G3, in a heartbeat.
Old man Barnacle said in the 50s their parents would drop them off at the asylum for a lobotomy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. That option went away, right?
That
That's
one
good.
that one sister of JFK, since they gave her the old last pick, and she was just a vegetable, which is really a shame. I shouldn't laugh. Take somebody that was a little off, but was otherwise happy, and then just turn them into like just a depressed vegetable.
Right.
Zombie.
Well, that's another thing. Think about it. Like the asylums are gone. That means those crazy people that would have been pinned up in there are out with us.
I know, and fucking some of them come in to buy guns.
Yeah. I hear you, dude.
The dumbest thing I've ever,
the
the dumbest thing I've ever heard was an educated woman that was a bar certified lawyer asked what was good to just shoot at her son's feet.
What?
And then she showed bruises on her arms. It's like, you can't buy a gun here. Like, no.
Shoot at her
You
son's feet who's
just
You're a
said-
lawyer. Like, you know the legal process better than I do.
Oh my God. Randall said, "You're right. That all the 20-year-olds I've met are soft as butter on a summer's day. Glad I won't see all that." There is if it gives you some hope, there is a resurgence in manliness and faith and culture in some younger people, and I think they see through it. I know there's a lot of kids around here. I have never seen so many jacked up square bodies in trucks since I went to school. A lot of them went to like lame cars.
But half those guys driving those jacket square bodies are wearing them stupid
mullet, the perm mullets, and now they're doing the Morgan Wallen look, or they're doing the
they're wearing them stupid hey dudes.
Hey, I was thinking about buying a pair.
Don't, because I have some really strong opinions about them, and I'm gonna only hold my tongue because I know like 3 people that are okay that wear those. Fuck, those are stupid. Goddamn, put real fucking shoes on.
It's kind of like wearing flip flops. You've made the decision not to run or get in a fight today.
It's like motherfuckers are coming.
Over Crocs, you guys.
That's why I wear the flip flops. I like to
It's
fight.
gonna pick those over Crocs, you guys.
They're owned by the same company.
Yeah, well, I guess I won't tell you that R has a pair of those. Jeez.
I believe it. Every guy I've met that's under 125 pounds owns a pair too.
Yeah.
If you're just lounging around, you wear whatever the fuck you want. But if you're going out in public with your family, you better be ready to throw down.
You wear shoes that tie.
Public service announcement: wear shoes that tie. Don't buy Hey Dudes. Apparently, Jesus, I didn't know that was going to be such a touchy subject.
Well, fuck. Put it on the head.
God damn.
And you know who wants an ankle holster? Them old crusty motherfuckers that wear Velcro shoes.
That's true. I have seen
That's
that.
who asked for an ankle holster.
At least they're strapped on.
That's true. At least we know they can get the Velcro tight on both accounts lawfully.
But they hadn't touched their ankles since '94.
Well, they've been strapped since '94, and I'll take it. When families tear themselves apart, you have less to fight
All
for.
right,
Yeah,
so I hope everyone's entertained.
I'm glad I didn't buy those on Black Friday now because they were about to be in a haul video. Square
I
bodies
remember
are
when
short toys now. When we drove them, it was the truck of the time. Hey, listen here, KY. I'm on the hunt for my square body. We just paid off my wife's car, and that's my next rig. I'm thinking about moving some stuff around. I want a crew cab. I'd settle for a crew cab long box, but I want a crew cab short box just because space in the garage. But I want a big old.
I'm salty about that shit. When I was like high school and a couple years after, square body Chevys were like fucking $500 trucks. You pick them up cheap. And then like, I don't know, 5-10 years ago, one of my buddies was looking at buying one, and it was in half decent shape. It was like a K20 or something like that.
Mhm.
And they wanted like 8,000 or 9,000 for it. I was like, you're fucking crazy. Those are $800 trucks. And then a couple
No.
years after that, now they're like $1,500 or $15,000 trucks. Like,
I
Jesus.
think I'm looking at a K25.
Cash for clunkers.
Either they need Cash for Clunkers did mess them up bad.
Cash
Either
for
they
clunkers, man. And I think it was on purpose. It wasn't about emissions. It was about getting computerless vehicles off the road. They fucked us. Everybody took it.
And it was to get more debt. It was to have people take more loans out. That's what it was.
Well, that was the
I've seen
stated
3 of
purpose,
them.
wasn't it?
No, it was for everything they've been doing is for the environment, for climate change. That's their big ghost that they use, right? But at the end of the day, if you look at everything, I've been looking at a lot of stuff like debt wise and everything. And the 50-year mortgage is the absolute most retarded thing that you could ever do. You will literally never pay that off before you die with the interest. And it's going to strip even more value away from everybody. What that's going to do is going to raise the price of everything. And then you're going to do that on vehicles and stuff that, like, a home without natural disaster theoretically can stand 50 years without major repairs. Okay, a vehicle, the way they're making them today, they're not 20-30 year vehicles anymore, man. They're like 10 years and you need major repairs because they're made out of pot metal and plastic. That's why I'm not buying a new one anymore. I'm going back. So for 10 grand, I have 3 that I have bookmarked. They either need paint or they either need interior at the 10 grand mark. But there's 3 K25s that I could buy online right now, plus shipping, But now look at a new truck. So I do that and I put 10 grand into it and get it squeakied up exactly the way I want it. 20 grand, cool. 20 grand for a truck. You go buy a brand new truck that's going to last you 20 years for 20 grand. You can't. There isn't one anymore. By design, obsolescence. So you get more and more payments, more and more debt the longer you are in life, to the point where you are never going to pay off your debt. That's disgusting. That's you are literally a slave your whole life doing that.
I have a 13 F-150 and the bed's about to fall off of it.
Keep it. I'm not a Ford guy, but just saying.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. It's paid off. So it's not going anywhere, but inspection, I found a guy that doesn't really care that much, so I'm good. But if he goes out of business, I'm screwed because it's rusted so bad. It's rusted so badly across where like the side meets the bottom of the bed. It's bad.
Yeah. Well, there's the Grit said it. The rocker panels and cab corners on them rust out like a mofo here. Guess what? I have a 99 that I was thinking about putting a blade on and just destroying it, and now I'm going to turn it into a nice truck because for $500 I can buy all that crap and weld it on myself and sand it down and Bondo it and paint it and Rhinoline over it. So you just buy 2 or 3 sets of those. That's like your whole life's worth of rust, right? Still cheaper than anything. You can buy all the parts for them now. So if you want a hedge against something, you get you an older truck or whatever car like that. You know what I mean? That's your last little FU. If you can maintain it and teach yourself enough mechanics to keep it running and enough body work that you're dangerous enough with some Bondo, you know. Yeah, people might look at you weird, but now it's starting to be cool again. You know what I mean?
I got concrete on my running boards.
On them or in them?
On them?
Oh yeah, well that's not a big deal.
Nah, it hadn't hurt anything for 15 years, 18 years.
That's just more traction, baby.
Yeah.
See, you got it.
Like a gravel skid plate.
Mike McClone's Carolina squat is the stupidest trend in the truck world. Yes, that is. I'll take the bulldog stance over that in a heartbeat. That is the gayest thing.
McClune. Like
What's the
Goon.
bulldog stance?
McClone. The bulldog where they pop the tires all the way out and look all gay with spacers and
Oh,
shit.
okay,
They do the wide fat tires with no meat on them.
okay. And the
Yeah, I hate
squat is
that.
the one where they lift the front and not the back.
Yeah, they chop the back, lift the front. Ugly. Literally taking away all the function of the vehicle.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal in at least one state.
Yeah, the salt on the roads are too bad for anything to last. Hey man, Grit, we've been driving rusty Chevys our whole lives, and guess what? I'm gonna keep doing that.
You got to get those
Bow
Southwest.
tie.
Got to run down there to the Southwest and find you a body.
Yep, to Texas. Texas, you buy a box and then slap it on for 10 years and buy another one.
Yeah, the interiors fall apart in them down there. So if you got a half decent interior, you can go down there and get bodies because they just don't rust out there. You should see the classic cars I see just sitting along the road down there.
Las Vegas, Arizona, New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Just melt.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Anything up to an 07 has a decent drivetrain. After 07, they started the DOD, dropped down to 4-cylinder crap. 3/4 tons don't. Up to a 2016, it's just straight V8. That's why I was looking at 3/4 ton. And then if I want to pull more trailers or a bigger camper or whatever, I don't have to worry about it. But you can delete that. For $900, I can take my DOD delete off mine, and as soon as mine craps out, that's what I'm doing. Cab mounts also on square bodies.
What's DOD?
It's their fuel efficiency thing that they're trying to do to meet EPA. It'll kick it from 4-cylinder to 6-cylinder to
I
8-cylinder.
understand. I'm saying, what does DOD stand for? It's say DOD to me, I think Department of Defense.
No, it's Pat, you're a car guy. It's some kind of fuel management system. I don't know what. It's some big ass long thing. That's why nobody says it.
It's like cylinder cutout is what I've always called it.
Yeah. They call it DOD. I don't know what it stands for, but it's retarded.
Survival has it. Displacement on demand. There's another one. Comfortably numb.
Thank you all. I appreciate your education.
That's just.
I can remember. Everybody just calls it DOD. I'm stupid for that, but okay.
That's not. I would say that's not as bad as the ones that fucking shut off. My new Jeep shuts off when you stop.
What? Isn't that aggravating?
That's dumb.
There's a button to deactivate that.
Yeah, I always forget to do it though.
Yeah,
when you're sitting at a stoplight and it's like, God damn it!
I'm just waiting for that one dude to get hit sitting on a train track and his families too, and that quit being a thing.
It's so
You
fast
know, that's
though.
all
Like
it's going to take.
as you're taking your foot off of the brake, it's already started. So there's no delay there. But it just grates on me every time it happens. It's like, well, there's one time my starter's not going to work.
Right.
Like every time you come to a stop sign, I was like, yep, that's one less time my starter's going to work. One less time.
Grit just said
There's
it.
a
Both my
lawyer
dad-
somewhere everywhere that argue anything.
Well, from driving older vehicles my whole life, when I had to get used to
I'm
that
charging my pistol light for the
auto
first time.
start thing, not scaring the shit out of me.
Hashtag charge all your weapon light batteries and apparently change all your red dot batteries out, right, Pat?
Yeah.
I just
I needed
I
I needed a freaking 1623. I don't have any of those.
I sent. Oh wow, really?
1632. 1632.
Yeah, 1632. Yeah.
Yeah, I only got
I just-
2030s, 32s.
I'm not trying to be the actually guy. I just don't want you to get to the Walgreens and buy the wrong battery.
There you go. Here's the deal, though. Getting back to the car thing for a minute. We all just said, and Grit just said that both her vehicles do that. We all just said that we went into debt for their thing that was worse than what we had 20 years ago, right? And then Lawfully coming over here saying, I'm charging my weapon light battery. That's a public service announcement because with all this, the more that you can take care of yourself, and more than likely you're going to have to take care of yourself at night, the more that you can take care of yourself vehicular wise, the more that you can take care of yourself home repair wise, you might want to start logging some of this stuff, kind of like people are doing with their crypto and an off account wallet. You might just start going through YouTube and getting some vehicle repairs for your car and saving those on a thumb drive for a rainy day, because I can foresee that information not being there one day, because they don't want you to be able to fix your stuff. If you need to learn how to change out a toilet, save 4 or 5 videos on a flash drive so you know what to do, what to go buy, how to fix it. Do like the top 10 most common things for your furnace that need changed or replaced or serviced. Do the top 5 things, whatever, on your sink to fix and change your garbage disposal and all that. All those videos literally are enough for you to do the job by yourself. Is it all going to be the code? No, because who knows what state the video is filmed in. But if you have that information and you can figure out how to patch your roof or something, or how to replace a window or a door or whatever, and you have all that stuff, just like what prepper channel is going to tell you to do that? Nobody. Who is going to need a home repair or vehicle repair in their life? Everybody's hand should be up, because we're all going to need it. The more that you can do yourself, the more money you save your family, the less debt you go in, right? Like, you guys know me, I wasn't even here for like a month and some change because I was doing a bathroom. Okay, it takes time doing it in between work and everything else. But guess what? My bathroom looks great, and my wife's happy, and it's functionally perfect, and it improves the value of my house, and improves my drain.
Did you put
And
in
I
a
know how to do
grotto?
all of it. Mhm.
Did you put in a grotto?
I don't know what that is.
It's like a little tub.
No, I did not. What I did, I put in a tub shower combo.
Like a love tub.
No, definitely not.
Aww.
I'm buying the damn horse and saying screwing it. Do you void the warranty doing that though? If you do the DoD delete, yeah, you do. Grit, but who cares?
Like, if you're at the point
Yeah,
of
there's-
doing that, the
there's-
warranty's gone anyway.
There's supposedly some programmer you can buy for the Jeep, and you can make it stop doing that permanently. Like it won't turn itself on, and you can program it to do all kinds of other crazy shit too. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet.
Yeah, I know a bunch of farmers that have chipped out trucks. They're nice chipped out trucks, and they race them and whatever because they're loaded. But spare trigger return springs, yeah, that's another good one there. Lawfully, spare internals, period, a full set. You should learn how to work on your firearms just as much as you learn how to work on your vehicle or your house.
You know what's better than having spare parts? Having a whole other gun.
That's good. Robert Hand said, Grit, they got a horse for you. Somebody just left the horse. What? They just left it there. Go for free.
Save the horse, ride a cowboy.
That's a great
What? What?
That is one thing I need to bring myself to learn how to do.
Everybody say,
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Isn't it funny how 100 years ago, rich people had cars and poor people rode horses, and nowadays, rich people have horses and poor people drive cars?
Yeah.
A horse is expensive.
100 years ago, prisoners ate lobster and rich people didn't. So I can do it too.
It's a lot of things got ruined by rich people wanting to look blue collar, I guess. Like Carhartt used to be a working man's brand. Now all the hippies and dippies are wearing that shit.
That's what I was just telling TMT a while ago.
I love me
Big
some
difference
cars.
between blowing pipe and laying pipe, Stephanie.
Yeah, it matters on what you got strapped to your hip, I guess.
And pickup trucks. Pickup trucks used to be like a working man's vehicle. Now we got freaking
all the yippies
100
driving them because they're cool.
Yeah, now we got $150 pickup trucks. You can't even haul a bed load of freaking cement in it.
Yeah. KY survival. The missus might not agree to it with another gun option. I'm at the point of weird looks from her now. Well, you guys know Muffin Top. I've been downsizing my guns and getting different stuff. There's different preps out there. There's drones, there's solar, there's water filters, there's wells, there's... No, that is a gun, you idiot. There's other shit to prepping than just gun. Being a jack of all trades, a master of none is not a bad thing, especially on a homestead, on your house, whatever.
Avocados.
I like avocados.
No, I kind of came up with a thing. My daughter-in-law gives my son shit about trying to fix things around the house and everything, and he bought a rusted out 06 Dodge 2500, and we had to repair it and, rust repair panels, all that shit. She thinks he can't do it. But what I tell her is, there was the first time that a brain surgeon ever touched a scalpel. No one's ever done anything until they have.
Right. Gret's serious about that horse. If you want to hit her up with information, email her. My dad had an Oldsmobile Vista Cruiser station wagon with to tow a camping trailer. There you go. Yeah, back in the day, cars could actually do stuff. Now they're just like, you just sit in them and get from point A to B, and that's all they're good for, right?
Yeah.
Give the dude cred for trying. Many don't. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, exactly. He should try to fix it up. Like I'm either on the hunt for side panels for my truck, which I wish they would make. I was telling a body shop guy this. I asked him, I said, with the new trucks, they have the aluminum beds. Why? Because even GM has the aluminum beds now. I was like, why do they not have aluminum repair panels for the trucks that rust out? Why do they not have aluminum side panels? Well, I'll bolt it on. I don't care. You're going to cover it up with a bed cap on top anyhow.
Actually, that's a lie. If they did make them, you could install them, because back when welders were still prohibitively expensive, you could you just pop rivet. You had a special tool that made a dimple in the metal, and you'd use a pop rivet to rivet the panels on.
Yeah, there you go.
Then just Bondo over it. The trouble is, if any moisture gets in there whatsoever, it starts acting like a battery, like aluminum and steel together. They don't like each other and they start to corrode.
Well, I'll take an aluminum box then for a replacement part, so I don't have to go buy another one that rusts out. What pisses me off is I tried to stop this problem on mine. When I bought it, it didn't have rust, and I paid $3,000 to have it rhino lined, and I told them take these back panels off and rhino line up in here. And you know what they didn't do where it started to rust? Up where every fucking truck starts to rust on the rear fucking quarter panel, where I told them to rhino line. I took it back to the guy, and he wouldn't pay me back. I'm like, you fucking retard.
Fucking piece of shit.
It's like the main fucking thing that I wanted rhino line, you didn't fucking do it.
Yeah, when it comes to stuff like that, you got to do a lot of that work yourself. Like if you would have pulled all those, like your fender liners and stuff out, if you wanted it rhino lined up inside of there, like they're not going to go through that much trouble because they quote you a price, and that's the I got to get it done today price.
No, it was in the shop for over a week. You figured they'd take them out. I mean, I didn't want to take them out because I know it's a pain in the ass. I mean, I could have done it. I would have done it if they would have told me you take them out or we won't rhino line up in there. Anyway, what can you do?
Me and a buddy was working on one of his older cars and he wanted to get it painted. We did 99% of the prep work and then just took it over to him. All they had to do was like cover the wheels. Like we taped off all the windows. We did all that stuff ourselves. Not only to save money, but to get a decent job. Because if you take a car to a body shop, they're just going to slap that, they're going to tape stuff off super quick. They're not going to care if they got a little bit of overlap or any of that shit.
Yeah. Mike said my dad had a 74 Chevy Impala 4-door to tow a camper. Yeah, man, back when a car could do anything, That was awesome. We had a Volkswagen Beetle van for a while with a removable seat. That thing was awesome. We camped and fished out of that thing like a mother, dude. That thing was bad.
I'd kill for a split window.
Yeah,
that or just a regular Beetle. I've wanted a Beetle ever since Gremlins came out.
I seen somebody do they had a sand truck out here, like a mud bogging truck. They had a bug and they put a custom back end, like a 50s back end on it. And it's jacked up on like a 10-inch lift. The thing is bad. It's bad to the bone, dude. It's bad. It's killer.
And then Herbie came out and I wanted a bug even worse.
You think anybody ever made love in the love bug?
I feel like no. Like you'd have to be really, like maybe a couple Asians, but there's not enough room in there for me.
You'd have to be one skinny hippie to make that work.
I don't even know if I can get it done in the front seat. Just saying. I mean, I'm a big boy. I could barely fit in that sucker.
Growing up, my dad and his buddy built a dune buggy type deal, and it was powered off propane. I think it was pretty badass.
That would be sweet.
My father-in-law, before he passed, him and his brother built a dune buggy, and a couple years after I got with my wife, the uncle said I could have it. So I pulled it out of the weeds, and I had freaking trees trying to grow up through it, shit like that. I pulled it out, and I was looking for a donor car to just use the body on, and kind of lost interest. A couple years later, her cousin just pulled it and scrapped it after the uncle died. They just scrapped the fucking thing. Like, I think technically it was still mine. Like, they gave it to me. Whatever.
That sucks.
Yeah, he took my old Husqvarna dirt bike. I had like a 400cc Husqvarna down there. They freaking scrapped that too. Like, I know for sure that was mine because I bought it with my own money.
Damn.
Lawsuit.
That's why the trunk opens in the front, KY said. That's funny. Look at that. We're over here talking about cars and stuff and Walther PDPs and how gay certain shoe choices are for
about nothing.
Hey, listen here, son.
Oh,
Kick me
you want
off
to get
the
back?
chat.
You want to get back?
No.
You want to get back into the shit actually happening?
Let's do it.
The Congress passed the Epstein Files Transparency Act, and that's going up to Trump's desk to sign.
Is it going to have any redactions in it?
Only for let me get back to it so I can read the thing.
See, that's what's bullcrap. Is like if you're going to release something, just do it. Like, why do we have to get redacted stuff? Especially stuff that's like 50 years old. Like there is no operation that you could possibly have that is going to endanger anybody who's active 50 years later. Yeah, you might have a crappy look on this company or that 3-letter agency, whatever, but nobody is alive and functioning in that today. That's why I don't understand. Like we got all a bunch of JFK stuff, all that crap, still redacted. So we still don't even know the whole story, even what we got. That's bullshit.
Says this bill compels the Department of Justice to release all unclassified files related to Jeffrey Epstein. Well, there's one out. All they got to do is classify what they don't want you to
All
see.
be classified.
Yep.
And they can do that with
related
impunity.
all files related to Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell within 30 days, with redactions for victim privacy and ongoing investigations. There's another out. All they got to do is say there's an ongoing investigation. There doesn't even have to be one. They don't have to prove it. They just have to say it. And they don't have to release some of this shit. The House approved it in a near unanimous vote, 427-1, and the Senate passed it unanimously by voice vote under unanimous consent. The measure now heads to President Trump's desk, where he has indicated that he will sign it into law.
Hopefully he's eating his preps. You eating them kippers, boy?
Eating that peanut butter.
Peanut butter. The emotional damage, Ohio, under a different account name, real open. No, that's retarded. I'm sorry if people's feelings are not.
Emotional damage.
No, that's bullshit.
Emotional damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only no vote was a Republican. That's kind of weird. His name's first and foremost on the list.
Well, who's the name?
Clay Higgins.
Oh, that's quick. I think it. He speaks it. Get out of my head.
I'm probably already said this, but I really don't give a shit who is on the list. I don't care if Donald Trump was like on there 100 times. I want the fucking list to come out.
Yeah.
I don't care what blackmail they're using to get what they want. Obviously it's not working because we're not fucking getting what we want. So I just don't care anymore. I want the whole thing. I don't care who's on the list.
Yeah. Don't understand what the big deal about releasing the Epstein files. No one's ever going to get arrested regardless. Yeah, I mean
there's always the court of public opinion.
You're going to get the few that you're going to get, the low hanging fruit, and then the ones that are going to be redacted are going to be the real ones that are causing the damage to multiple people and still have probably operations ongoing with who knows what going on in the background, but nothing good for the youth,
How do you never start earning the high hanging fruit?
I don't know. I really don't think that normal people, the 68%, as Mike Tango Whiskey One would say, I really don't think normies are ever going to be able to wrangle that end of control ever again. Even if you flip country in 1776, there's nothing that's going to take away the tippy top out of the gene pool up there, and they're going to keep doing whatever to everybody because they own everything. They can't be touched, or they're probably not even named, but they're that high. You know what I mean? Well, I'm just being honest. Like, what's some hillbilly down in Alabama going to do with the 12 gauge? That there's people that probably get paid higher than we do that protect him with pew pews that know nasty shit that's happening. Is it getting fixed?
Mhm.
Nope. That is sad, but that's why you can only do what you can. Your area of operation is what you can actually affect and control. That's why local is so much more important.
That's one of the reasons we need to get rid of the 17th Amendment. If you want a Republican in Congress, you got to vote in the right governors and, legislature. You have to pay attention to your local shit again. I'm guilty of it. I gotta look up my candidates before I go vote and figure out which one I'm gonna vote for. I don't automatically know because it's very hard locally to figure this stuff out. You got to find those super local like YouTube channels, and sometimes you just don't have anything that's really close enough.
Right. It'll never happen, Ohio. 80% of them getting. You don't think they already have people groomed up in their place to take them for another 20, 30 years? You're kidding yourself. There's already people whining and dining with them for the last decade that they already got all their blueprints figured out. You might have a couple wild cards like Trump, but at the end of the day, it's not going to matter.
Does your city council not have a YouTube channel?
No, not that I know of. Mine's where I live is super tiny, which is ridiculous because it's right down the street from me. Like the only way I can figure out about it is going on the county website, and you can find the minutes, but then you got to read through all that shit.
See, ours has a camera on the wall, and they record all of their city meetings and stuff. It's a little town too. Like it's just a formality. It's a mayor that don't get paid nothing, and a city council like five crusty old bastards. Half of them hadn't lived here but 5 or 6 years. They're just old, so they're retired and free to run for shit.
Yeah, that's why I backed off politics for a while, as I realized that's an arena that will never win. There's
Not
some
with
things
that
that
attitude.
you vote for. No, I
Like,
mean,
so outlive them.
you can vote for your stuff and do your local thing and vote for the big things that matter. But I mean, there's I'd rather just plant a bigger garden.
Somebody pointed something out that like never really occurred to me. How can Congress have like a 15% approval rating, but then get a 97% reelection rate? Something, I don't know. Was
It's
it
all
George
smoke and
Carlin?
mirrors, man.
What did George Carlin say? If voting mattered, they wouldn't let you do it. Man, it feels that way.
Yeah, it certainly does.
I think the trouble is 98% of people just go to the polls and they go, oh, D, 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 D. Oh, there's no D here. I'm not going to vote. D, 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 D.
Yeah. Crash and Kev said the county commissioner meetings are live on YouTube. Nice. Right. If all the races are rigged, what good is it when you beat your head in your apartment screaming and hollering about it then, Ohio? It's not doing you any good. It's definitely not doing your heart any good.
Yeah.
Your one vote ain't going to do it. What you could do is be a positive influence on your community instead of being some guy screaming about it in an apartment.
I need to figure out how to stop paying attention to national politics.
Yeah, I know people like, I have a grandma on one side that she's all she does. Obviously, she's old, has nothing better to do than she has 2 TVs and she watches Fox and CNN at the same time in the same room. And she's like taking notes on a little spiral notebook. And she's like, oh, but these guys are saying this. Oh, but these guys are saying this. And she's like, oh, this is what's happening. And she's like, I know so much about what's going on in this country. And like, you think they're telling you anything through that little TV? You are kidding yourself.
Oh,
You think the hours that you spent scribbling on that notebook, and at 2 o'clock in the afternoon TV is going to do anything? You're
I think you need to
appreciate
look.
that lady that recorded all the C-SPAN for like 30 years.
right.
I think
She was an
you need to look up that executive order that Obama signed that let the CIA propagandize the American people again. You need to look up what that was called and then show it to her.
Yeah. When they did the what really turned me off was when we did that. I don't remember what channel that was on when I seen it, but all the news broadcasts said the misinformation thing, and then it was like the next news broadcast, the next one, they were all said the same exact message. That's when I knew that all the news was bullshit and wasn't worth my time, and I never watched the news again. Mike Tango Whiskey said voting is at best a fool's errand, and at worst, I don't know how to say that word because I'm retarded. It is the illusion of choice. Yes, it's a good word choice. I don't know it.
idolatry.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. Probably because I don't have a 4-year
Just gotta
school.
drink more.
Yeah,
don't know,
I need to do more reads.
I'm not even registered to vote.
Really? Wow.
Yep. I only voted once, which was when I was in boot camp. It's because they let us vote. It's the only time I ever
At least
voted.
you're not on any other registries.
It's the only time I ever voted.
Made it legal for the media to lie to the masses. Thanks, Obama. Yep.
As black pilled as I feel on the whole subject, I still can't bring myself to not vote.
I mean,
And you
I
have to-
will still vote on stuff, but
You have to fucking try.
yeah.
What
But
was
I
the
tell you,
congressional race between Brandon Herrera and whoever he was running against came down to 400 votes. Like some of the
Yeah.
races in these small municipalities and stuff, they come down to a small handful of votes. You just gotta fucking do it and try.
yeah, but think about it. Eduardo said it. Every single vote is worth a lot of money, or a single vote is worth a lot of money. With the influx of people and the redistribution of people throughout places, like we were talking about earlier, with Texas getting probably ready to flip with all the libtards and illegals that are getting free voting passes and stuff like that. Like, it doesn't take long before you can. Now they're mass manipulating populations that way through voting. So the
Did you see that?
for things like Trump and ICE and whatever, it's just going to create a bigger divide, but it's also going to make a bigger, like a traveling voting base almost. And if you have more people that can travel and vote, you win.
Did you see that clip of Gavin Newsom? He was ripping on Trump for gonna have ICE outside of polling locations or something somewhere, and he's like, that will disenfranchise people to vote.
Non-citizens who shouldn't vote
Yeah.
anywhere.
The people that shouldn't be voting, yeah. So
That's exactly, you flip that argument on him and says, well, if I have a concealed carry, why would you be scared of me as a criminal? I follow all the gun laws, so why should you be afraid of me carrying a gun in here then? Right? Opposed to, oh, well, criminals could still do it. Well, now we have ICE out here, so I guess illegals can't vote because they're not supposed to be doing it anyway, right?
yeah, the thing with the, not allowing people to conceal carry inside of your business, I've been, criminally background checked. In most places, I've been at least had a little bit of training. And as I think this the way the statistics roll out is that concealed carry holders have a better hit rate than the police do.
That is 100% accurate. I shoot with cops, and a lot of them suck, especially ones that don't do they only do their qualifying shooting to hold said qualification. That's the scary ones. Because think about it. There's guys that being a cop is not just shooting your gun. That's not your job, right? Most of the time, you're talking and doing verbal judo and some physical altercations and some pressure point holding people while you cuff them, right? That's most of it. And then other part is medical, being a first responder, helping CPR a baby in a car wreck, whatever, until help gets there. It's not all just drawing your gun and putting somebody down. That's not what being a cop is. Very rarely do most cops even touch their sidearm other than put their seatbelt buckle around it, right?
My son and I just went shooting last. My son and I just went shooting at the range last weekend, and I took notice. Like, I think it got worse since the last time I had shot there. I was looking at like the hangers, the targets, the shaft that comes down from the track system that holds the target holder. Everything had fucking bullet holes in it. Everything. Even you could even see like a ricochet off one of the tracks. And I went up there and I said something to him. I was like, that seems way worse than it was before. And he didn't have any comment on like what had happened to it. But I started talking to him because he allows a guy comes in and they'll do was it like USPA shoots or something like that? They'll have like little competitions in his range, and it's only like a little three bay range. It's not huge by any stretch. And I was like, that must be when it happens, right? When, a bunch of people that you don't really have a chance to vet are back there drawing from the holster and shooting real fast. And he's like, no, most of those are from when we train the cops. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. I heard one story where one cop was told, slow down, don't shoot too good. They can use that against you. I was like, what the fuck?
My God. I don't want to hear that ever.
Because you qual, I guess they qual or whatever, and then like what they scored gets wrote down. And I guess the delineation of thought there is that like if you shoot too good, then like if you fuck up and shoot somebody later, then it's like, oh, you didn't act according to your abilities or whatever. It's like, what the fuck? Like, why was you not trained at the highest level possible?
Yeah, that's retarded.
Remember a while back that I think it was a cop got in trouble. He ended up shooting somebody, and I think his dust cover said "you're fucked" or something like that.
Yeah, that was the dude. That was the dude in Arizona that blew that piss guy away in the hotel.
Yeah.
Is that what that was? Yeah. I heard some lawyers talking about that case, and they started to expand on it. It's like they're talking about how maybe that's not such a great idea. Like, the slide plates on the back of your Glock. They were saying about how some of those can say some pretty crazy things. And they were also saying, I think this was like personal experience in the courtroom. They say crazy shit happens in the courtroom. They say if you take training, like, don't put those certificates and stuff on the wall, because a certain prosecutor can try and twist that up and make it look like you were preparing, like you wanted to shoot people just by getting the training.
Yeah, that's retarded. Yeah. Now, I do want to walk that back a little bit. We just said you should train to your highest level. Hold on. There's so many people that are really good bench rest shooters that can't get down off their knee and up without taking a big breath and then not being on sight. The fitness aspect has to come with it as well. So just because you're some fat fuck sitting over there at a bench rest and you're nailing shit at fucking 300 yards, at a 6-inch group target, cool. Can you go down and swap that fucking target out without fucking getting winded? That's a big thing in the prepping and the gun community, and even in the police and the security community. there's a lot of very, very out of shape people, quote unquote, qualified to be carrying a duty belt that, quite frankly, I don't really want carrying a duty belt, because if they have to sprint up a staircase and then they can't make it out the door, how are they going to be on target? They're not. You need to be able to handle your shit physically and handle your shit with your firearm. If you cannot do both at the same time, you need to work on it. That's coming from a fat ass who just had back surgery with a bad back with tits. Okay. I still got down. I do drills with my striping, where we get down with our chest rigs and our battle belts, and we do push-ups. We do jumping jacks, and then we run the strikeman. Okay. Where you go on a mile on the treadmill with your full kit in a rucksack, and then you get off and you run the strikeman. Okay. You can do it. You can do your tactical shit. Just be efficient with it.
Have you guys ever heard of Reed Hendricks? He runs Valor Ridge. It's a training facility in Northeast Tennessee.
I have heard of Valor Ridge.
He puts out some YouTube videos every now and then. He's got a book and stuff with all these things in it, like the pistol craft and rifle craft or something like that. And he puts out the videos where he shows you what to do. If you've got the room to do it, you can you do your fitness and marksmanship all at the same time. The drill I'm thinking about, I think he starts like 100 yards back or something like that, and he does like 5 shots prone, and then you got to get up and run like 10 yards or something like that, 20 yards, and then you need to take 5 shots kneeling. Then you got to get up and run like another 20 yards, take another 5 shots standing. Maybe it's farther than that, because I think there's only like 3 or 4 stages to it. So you got to run a good ways, and then you end up and you're like 10 yards away.
You'll be shaky. Yeah.
And pass or fail.
120 yards and try to hit a target. Yeah.
Pass or fail is dependent on A zone hits. Like they all got to be A zone hits. Trouble is just having the room.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish we had something like that here. I mean, it's a cornfield here, and all around you are cows. So, I mean, you gotta get like a chance when there's not cows on one field, so you can put rounds that way, you know? That's what sucks around here, because I'm not getting charged for some farmer's cow that I may possibly hit. That is a lot of money.
Hey, cattle rustler, did the cows just hang out in the corn?
Yeah. Like, they got an electric wire around the fence, but like, yeah, they just kind of chill out in the field.
So it's like chili and cornbread on the hoof.
Yeah, it's like, chili holing out in the field until they go to another field for feed, and then unless it's like really cold, then they'll bring them in if they have like a place to shelter them. Otherwise, they'll go like put up heating areas for them.
Hey, that's something. Do any of these preppers here, especially the gardeners, grow their own beans? We all buy beans. We all store beans. But is anybody growing their own like pintos or
I got bush beans.
kidney beans?
I am not growing any of those kinds of beans, no. But if you want a really good cover crop for something that
You got Bush's baked beans, Justin?
No bush beans.
green beans.
Yeah.
You're not a pole bean kind of guy?
No, because I'm growing them out on the porch.
Mm.
Can you get a cattle
And these
pen on
are
one
really,
side of the
these are
floor?
really short, and I can stack them up freaking 5 feet high in Dollar Tree containers that have 3 sides each and get a fuck ton of green beans
Fuck yeah.
without the
nuts.
mess. Well,
No, if you get a 15 bean soup and you get an area and till it up, and then you get some wild bird feed, the cheapest bird feed you can, and you just go, they call it, what do they call it? Wild sowing. You just go rake it all up and then throw all that crap out there. You'll have a lot of greenage out there. But
You
yeah,
feed any of your birds with suet cakes?
no,
Oh, all right.
I just do a mix of bird feed with uh, oregano, garlic powder, red chili flake, parsley.
What the fuck are you like seasoning them?
No, you give it's vitamins first off, especially in the winter, and B, it's some greens, and then I put split peas in there for some greenage too.
Probably deworms them some too.
The chili flake does, and then pumpkin
Yeah.
seeds do.
Yeah, they don't taste spicy.
And the chili flakes mostly keep mice out. But yeah, I mix all that crap up. It's better than there's no one feed that you're going to go buy from like Tractor Supply that's better than as natural as you can make it. So you get oats, you get corn, you get black sunflower seeds, you get all that crap and mix it up. And then I mix like a high protein pellet in with it. Are yellow peas better? I don't know about that. But yes, you're good public service announcement, Lawfully. I definitely seen where you were trying to go with that. Grow a row. If you got an alley or something by your garage that you don't do nothing with, take a row of black beans in there. What's the worst that's going to happen? You get some bushes that you don't have to weed eat for the year. You might get some beans out of it. Cool. If not, it might be a sacrificial area where it keeps everything out of your regular garden. Even better. Black beans are cheap. Right?
Right.
Can't hurt. I like me some beans. That is part of our. I should grow some. That's part of my when the main SHTF happens is beans are going in the ground immediately.
Can't you just take like your beans right out of the bag and like put them in water or a damp paper towel or something and wait for them to sprout and then
Yeah.
just plant them?
Yeah, or you can just plant them without letting them sprout and let them sprout like when you plant a seed.
Hmm.
But you can also sprout your beans in SHTF, yeah, and that's a green and also the most nutritious part of the plant when they're sprouts. Like in Jericho
know-
when they were full of sprouts with milk. In the middle of winter, they didn't have any good vitamins. Sprouts have a lot of vitamins. The most of the energy is right there on the sprout of the seed. That's where they get all their little oomph. That's their concentration of the mini chlorines in the forest, right? Sprouts are the healthiest thing you can eat.
And I'll tell
Such
you
a
what,
nerd.
they sell little caps that can go over your jars, and you can do sprouts. And no matter
Yeah.
what the weather is outside, right here at home, I've started doing it, and they're fucking, they're good.
I sprout lentils for my chickens. I just put them in like a bread baking tray for a day with water on them, and then I drain them, and then let them set for a week, and they're sprouted up, and I just throw them a handful of lentil sprouts, and it's dirt cheap.
Yeah, the lentils are super cheap.
Good
Oh.
for you.
Lentil soup's good.
I have not had lentil soup.
I've tried to make
Okay.
lentil soup a few times, and like it's just I haven't been able to make it good.
Some lentils and some chicken broth and then whatever else you want to put in there.
Probably some
Whatever you
hot
make
pepper
it, baby.
sauce. Down. You can never really go wrong with carrots, onions, and celery. Yeah. Throw all that on there.
Iroquois.
Black-eyed peas. Yeah, black-eyed peas. Sprout you some black-eyed peas and grow them.
BEP, we bring it.
Yeah, there you go. Ohio said in 2021, the ice storm in Texas, the health ranger was eating his sprouts from his indoor starts. Yeah. Yeah, lentils are literally retard proof to sprout. You put water on them for a day, drain them, and then let them dry out, and then they just sprout. Like you just have greens all the time.
They germinate like couples in a crack house.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The mice in the crack house are even worse than the crackheads in the crack house. Like they get second contact high. Just asking for a friend. Do you think exterminators know where all the druggies are?
I
Because
don't
that's where all the
s-
mice and
I
shit
don't
are.
say these things to sound intelligent. I say these things just for laughter.
Yeah, I like it. But I like to think that the mice get second contact high and they hump in the wall something furious when they're on crack.
Does crack make you that way?
I don't know. You try some and let me know.
Well, that's why I was asking you.
I know some stuff makes you that way. All I
Heard
know is
meth
the
makes it feel
devil.
like it takes forever.
Really, the bigger the legume, the harder to sprout. Yeah, that's well. I mean, I've had no issues trying
Well,
to
it
start
sounds
beans.
like a life mantra right there.
Yeah, I got me a big legume, if you know what I'm talking about, Eduardo.
Fuck.
Usually the guys that talk about how big they are the small ones.
Nah, it's just a little red lentil. I'm fucked. Poor little feller.
The average
Meth heads don't
legume.
care.
That's gonna be
They'll
my
shake the
that'll
mice
be my
down to their
backup
cut.
channel. TNT was saying I needed a backup channel.
What's your backup channel?
The average legume.
You can still sprout, little feller.
It's
That's
nuts.
funny. I love it. That's going to be a lot of toiletry humor, much like we do here. So, is anybody seeing any good Black Friday sales for prepping gear?
No.
I haven't seen anything that I'm like, oh boy, I need that.
The Delta Point Pro, not Delta Point Pro 2s. There's what are
TPP.
they? Sorry, I gotta go look.
While he's looking,
Yeah.
you know what you say when you go hiking and forget your dude wipes?
What's that?
All the leaves are brown.
Oh,
That's
they got
true.
the EcoFlow, the Power Safe, the Delta 2s with the with an extra battery. It's like 700 something bucks right now, but you can get a free panel with it as well.
Yeah, but is it just 100 watt or what?
No, it's what is it? Expanded capacity from, so it's 2048, and you get a free gift of a solar panel with it.
That's not bad.
It's like
The
half off.
sky is gray. Yeah,
So I'm really
I mean that's a good deal. That's
They
something I
got
really want
some
to
they got
do
some
is get.
cheaper options too, but a lot of their the Delta 2 stuff is half off right now.
Yeah,
Or
that's because
half off.
well, that's old. I mean, that's older. I wanted the Delta 3 Pro because it can do propane too, but those suckers, I don't think they ever really took off or made that many of them because I never really seen that many of them in stock and or ever on sale. That sucks. What's the ones that you picked up off Facebook, Pat?
I got a River 2 Pro or something like that. It was just little.
I thought you got your Deltas off there.
I don't have Deltas. I just got the River, and I have a what is it called? Zero Energy or something like that. Titan. That's where that's my big system. It was like the one of the first ones that actually had like a 30 amp plug that I could run my camper off of. But now a lot of the Deltas and stuff, they have the 30 amp plugs too, and they're not as expensive as those used to be.
Yeah.
I vote to yield my time to Eduardo Espinosa. You should send him an invite.
Is he in the Discord? Send it. Eduardo, get in here. The Echo came with a 200 watt panel. That ain't bad. The real
I know.
up and coming Predator line from Harbor Freight is showing promises, especially for the money. I mean, a gas Predator ain't bad.
Tell you, my Predator inverter is fucking quiet as shit though, for what it is. It's pretty damn quiet.
Yeah.
I picked up one of the Harbor Freight 200-watt panels. I don't know if I threw that in the week's prep or anything like that. I haven't had a chance to do any like real testing with it. I left it out in the rain and it still works.
There we
That's
go.
okay.
That's about the only information I can give you on it so far. I don't know how quick it's going to be.
Yeah, I've seen some reviews on Harbor Freight stuff. Honestly, Harbor Freight stuff ain't that bad, man. I mean, just saying.
Well, the thing I like about Harbor Freight is the zero questions asked. Fucking, like you can always take them back in. They never
Yeah, worst
give a shit.
case scenario, you break it, go get another one, right?
Yeah, I've learned the hard way though. Stay away from that clearance section.
Go spend some money or what?
No, just like maybe a tool or something that's over in the clearance section that's like the returns. But don't buy anything power tool related or any of that stuff off of that shit, because there's a real good reason they brought that shit back, and it's sold as is. You can't return it.
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, we beat the shit out of generators here in Florida, and like every year we just when it starts to crap out, just take it in, but it's an even trade. Just buy another fucking warranty with it that costs like $40 or $50 or whatever. Then beat the shit out of it some more.
If you just buy some fuel, if you just buy some fuel, if you just buy some fuel stabilizer and empty the bowl of your carburetor, it'll start the next year.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what you should do with your generator after winter anyway. You should bleed it out and have it sit dry.
I guarantee you 98% of people don't do any of that.
Oh, I know. You know how many friggin' snowblowers that I get to work on every year because people don't do that? Or same thing with mowers. We'll get 2 or 3 people working in the garage and we'll crank out 10 mowers and we'll make some quick money, man. And it's just clean out, figure out what they are. If they line it up first, do belts and air filters and stuff. If not, smack them and blow them out and say, here, this is what you get. People don't do maintenance on stuff. And maybe that's another, maybe that's some more stuff you should put in a little YouTube file on a flash drive somewhere. Some generator maintenance, some snowblower and lawnmower maintenance stuff too, because the longer you can keep that thing running, the more it's making you money, right? Without having to go buy another one.
I'll tell you what, a lot of people don't know how to do that is a handy one. Know how to restring your recoils on like your lawnmower and your generators and shit. Because if you sit down and you look at it and you have to figure it out, a lot of people won't be able to figure it out.
Yeah. Maybe that's something you should have on hand too, I know like for generators, they'll have like a rebuild kit or something where you get like all your tubes and everything like that. Like if you get one that cracked or broke or whatever, you left some fuel in it and it froze, all that stuff with your lawnmowers, because that stuff's going to go away. So if you spend some money and on a decent generator that can power your house for a while, and then getting good deals on like large, like, I don't know, 50, 100-gallon things of propane, being able to get them filled and check them. I went and looked at one. It was 30-gallon, and it was not good. It's like, yeah, I don't think you can actually sell this. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I don't think this thing actually holds gas. I think it might kill somebody. They're like, oh. I'm like, you just go ahead and scrap this sucker.
I got my propane tanks, my big ones from the little auction up the road.
Yeah.
Where they auction off like trucks and shit.
Yeah, I've been looking for a couple 100 gallons. That's what's nice if you find a That's another thing. If you get camper repair, right, you can get a cheap camper off Facebook Marketplace for nothing. Like the 70s and 80s, like the little ones that make your car or minivan could probably pull, a little bumper pull. If you don't have a little bug out place or a cabin or like a hunting rig, don't discount those because you can get it and put drywall in those and make them as nice as a little house and throw a couple nicer futons in them and be just as good to go than not, and have a little bit of storage in there. I would not discount that. And some of those will come. I've seen them. One time, I know somebody who bought one. He just gutted it and turned it. He spray painted it camo and put spray foam insulation in it for a deer blind, so he could haul it around, right? And
Eduardo's in the back.
oh, nice.
Is he?
Just
Did you come?
Yeah. No,
No, oh, well, luckily said that.
you should be.
No, that was a question mark.
Oh,
No, not the pop-up ones. Those are pieces of shit. The cables always break. Just the hard shell ones that are just like a little small one. But I mean, for now, you can go buy a folding table and put it in there and get you a little portable grill and a little buddy heater. You're good, man. But I know somebody who bought one for that little hunting, and it came with 200 gallons. And I was like, what? He paid like $100 for it. And I'm like, Jesus, dude, that if you just lit it on fire and used it for a little trailer, you made your money, No, well, I don't know if it's a teardrop. Like, you can fucking open the screen door and walk in them. They're just like a little 1 or 2 man camper. You can get them all the time around here for under $2,500. You catch them all the time. You can get some dented to shit ones that are like $500. You just go put a can of Flex Seal on the roof and you're good to go for like a little hunting blind.
There's like 5 free campers around me, and they don't look like they're in that bad a shape.
I'd take free. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I don't mind putting money into free.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, you fill them up with a bunch of scrap metal from Facebook Marketplace or whatever. You drive around the afternoon free and go cash it in, right?
The the trick to them is if they're solid enough just to hold together, because I'm not putting a new roof on my camper. I'm just gonna like Flex Seal the shit out of it and let it eat.
Yeah. They have
That's the
like
biggest-
rebuild panels and stuff for them, but yeah, it's not even worth it.
Yeah, if you want to fix them right, you got to have some place to put that thing under, because you're gonna have especially a person like me where I'm only off for 2 days and then I'm completely gone. Like I can't work on it in evenings or anything. It'd take me forever, because the way you actually renovate those is you have to gut them from the outside. Like you take all the skin off from the outside and you rebuild it
Yeah.
from the outside, not the inside.
Yeah, and then you got to get the seal kit and the roof kit. And those are like $2 or
Yep.
$3 grand. And then you
Not
got to glue
really.
it all down. Yeah, for
I
like a
found-
fifth wheel size one.
I found the whole set for like $400, big enough for
damn.
mine. Mine's a 21 footer. It's a
Right.
a membrane and some glue and a bunch of other shit. I'm sure it's not everything you need, but that's just for the roof. Then you got to peel all the skin off. They're stapled on, so you got to get all those staples out. Then you got to pound that metal flat. We just went through this with my son's camper. This is the only reason it's like fresh in my mind.
It's a bitch.
Yeah.
So you just need one that's solid enough to hold together for as long as you need, and then Flex Seal the fuck out of the roof, and you should be good. And the windows. Windows are another bad spot. They always leak.
Yeah, you might as well just cut them out and just put a piece of fucking plexiglass there. They probably have better retention anyway.
Oh, the plexiglass won't help you. It's the seals around the windows. It'll let it leak into the wall. So you gotta like Flex Seal all around that too. And then you can't
Hashtag
open
make
it,
sure you
so-
have enough Flex Seal for the apocalypse.
Yeah.
The
or
Flex Seal.
or just put up a tiny little pole building and just park that bitch underneath of it. Done.
Yeah, Ohio. That is what he's talking about. Ohio.
Yeah, or like even you can get fifth wheels here. I mean, bigger ones than that. I mean, you can get for $5,000, you could live in something. Like if you wanted to get off grid, and if you wanted to like not have payments, and you had something that could pull it, like get as big as whatever you have could pull it. Like you could get. I see minivans here that have hitches, or like the Buick LeSabres that have hitches that still pull around a little 2-man like that. Yeah, but I mean, if you got a half-ton truck, you can pull. Like we had a 28.5 footer that we pulled with a half-ton bumper pull. That's a big ass fucking camper for a little, just a regular truck to haul around.
The trick with campers though is people think they can drive like they don't have a camper on the back. They want to do 70, 80 miles an hour.
Yeah,
like
don't
60 like 60 miles an hour is a great place to be with a camper, because it's not necessarily like almost all trucks have the power to pull one of those, but almost none of the trucks have enough brake to you know what I mean?
Yeah,
To
yeah, we
get that
put in
thing
an
stopped.
aftermarket brake tires.
No, I was gonna say
And
mine came with brakes on it.
and you doesn't have enough. That's what I'm saying. And
Oh,
also
yeah.
not being heavy enough, because if your truck is light and you've got the biggest brakes in the world and the biggest engine in the world, sure, you can get going, but when you go to stop, that trailer is just going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and it's going to lift the back of your truck.
Yep.
Oh,
Hashtag go
And
3/4 ton.
check your tires. Every damn time you pull your trailer, check your tires. I can't tell you how many like utility trailers and campers I see going down the road with damn near flat
Flat
tires.
tire. Yeah.
And then you wonder why it blows apart and just shreds the side of your camper. I don't know.
Yeah, blow out some
Other than normal
tires.
vehicular maintenance.
So that's the
I mean, honestly, if you wanted to get ahead in life, I mean, me and my wife have said it a million times. Like, we wish we could have went back when we were in college and bought a camper and lived in it, and not spent almost $70,000 in a fucking apartment we never seen a dime back from.
I tried to get my wife to do it before we had these two monsters, but she wasn't willing to do it.
Yeah, that's like the best time is when you don't have kids. Like,
bad. Could have saved so
Lawfully,
much.
you better be in the van down by the river tomorrow, brother. That's your new channel. Is just Lawfully in a camper.
why?
Why not? That's way cheaper than an apartment, and then you own the sucker. You can bug out whenever, baby. You are the bug out.
home is where you park it.
Yeah. You like to see homos naked? What?
What? Who?
Where?
What? He likes to see homos naked. I don't know. Weird.
Muffin Top's ass.
Like
I got enough yard you can park back here.
we're probably going to be living in our camper for a little bit.
Yeah.
I got my eyes on a place in West Virginia. It actually has a 3-bedroom house on it. So it already has a driveway, it already has a septic, and it already has a well. So I don't have to cut roads, I don't have to drill a well, I don't have to pay 10 grand to have a septic put in.
I mean, it's more than 10 grand.
But the house, it's got a fucking tarp covering a hole in the roof. So it's going to be a while before the house is right.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's got 2 acres of flat, already cleared land and 50 acres total.
Yeah. Who gives a shit about mail if you're going out and making it? But what's wrong with the P.O. box?
Well, as long as you're not too far off grid, you still get mail.
Yeah, I mean, but at the end of the day, if you're in a camper, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, if you're on a physical land, you get an address.
Yeah.
There are people that go full-time RV life, and I've looked into that too.
Oh yeah,
And
it's my grandparents have friends that do that.
It complicates acquiring firearms legally.
If you don't have like a home base and you're just strictly living out of it, there's other things you can do. like certain states. I think Arizona, or is it Arizona or is it Nevada? Somewhere out west, there's one of the states where if you just stay for like a week in a campground, they'll let you use that as your address.
It's in Arizona. I think I know it's the biggest RV park or whatever. It's the
Yeah.
one in Arizona. I think that's the one that's what that is.
I don't know. My
And that-
grandparents have a set of friends. They go and stay with their kids in Florida for a while when it's nice, and then they go stay in Arizona with their kids in the winter, and then they just go visit their friends. And yeah, I understand the firearms thing, but also when you get old enough, you really don't give a shit about buying another gun. You probably have your piece that you want on you.
I'm just saying until they do, because I've had some of those people. They're like, I don't have a physical address. We have a PO box where I get my social security check. We travel all the time.
Yeah,
I'm not saying all of them, but I'm saying there's some of them.
yeah, I suppose you got to become a little bit more minimalist. I also have a friend that, under those beds and those like fifth wheels, it's kind of where you do a bunch of storage, and that's where he puts his prep stuff. He has quite the little gun locker in there. He is good to go. He is. We'll say that that fifth wheel is a little front end heavy over the hitch. He has all of his preps and ammo and everything under the bed. And I was like, Jesus Christ, isn't this a little much? And he's like, yeah, don't check what I have under it by the wheels, because he's got to have 3 months of food storage on that thing, and obviously it ain't all freeze dried.
Little tongue heavy.
Yeah.
Good thing. That's where you want the
We
weight
went-
anyway.
We went a couple weekends ago to Camping World and looked at a few RVs. One of them is like a little tiny home on wheels, is what it looked like. We looked at a fifth wheel and we looked at just like a normal bumper pull. The normal bumper pull was pretty badass because where the TV was on the wall, like you wouldn't notice it unless you were looking at it, but there's a little latch, and when you do that, the whole wall swings out, and there's like storage behind it. That would be
there
the
you go.
perfect place. That would be the perfect place. That's what I told my wife, and I said it in front of the girl that was showing us the campers, and you should have seen her eyes get real big. When I said,
that's where the shotguns and the rifle goes.
I said, yeah, that's where all the guns go, and her eyes got real big. It was funny.
What up, Pilgrim? This is a good little chat. Look at the bases we covered, the bodily humor we had. Grit maybe getting in contact, getting a horse. Lawfully's second channel is going to be the average size, the mid-sized bean.
I think we should all make backup channels that have something to do with like legumes. I'll say mine will be Flick the Legume.
Oh man, I love that.
Sometimes I feel like I was born upside down because my feet smell and my nose runs.
I'm proud of you. That was a dad joke.
That went over my head.
I'm not going to repeat it or explain it. If you have to repeat it or explain it, it wasn't good.
Yeah, it went over my
I'm
head.
not gonna repeat it. That one's for you, buddy.
I'll look it up later. I'll remember. I'll look it up later.
So, action plan for everyone. Put fuel stabilizer in all your gas-powered implements right now, like
Yes.
tomorrow. Go to the store, buy some fuel stabilizer, put it in there, and then at very least turn off the fuel and let it run until it dies. If you can't drain the bowl, but it's always better to drain the bowl.
I agree. It is now rotates mowers out season and go into four-wheeler and bobcat season here. 4-wheeler season.
And if you have a generator to run your house, go make sure
Run it.
go make sure that thing runs before the power goes out.
So
Yeah.
starting that thing once a month anyway.
Public service announcement: if you're not going to charge your solar generators on the solar panels and try them out, plug it into the wall. Make sure she's topped off. It is storm season, so. And maybe with that, we talked about some Flex Seal and some home repairs. Maybe have some tarps and some Flex Seal on hand. If you get a window that busts out in the middle of a blizzard, you're not going to be real happy about it. Nice to have some stuff on hand.
That plastic.
Hey, since we got
pretty cheap.
since we got somebody from
Broccoli touched on it. We better go ahead and get all your weapon light batteries and all your flashlight batteries changed out, and a new pack of batteries in the house for everything that runs them. Anyway, so
since we got a guy from Florida in here, somebody brought something up that I never really thought about. Right before a hurricane hits in Florida, everyone goes and clears out the plywood from the home supply stores.
Yeah, they do.
How come you don't have plywood from the last time you went and bought all the plywood? Do people throw the plywood away
I
after
don't know.
the storm is
I
over?
want to find out where it's all going, because I want to go pick up some fucking free plywood and build shit. Like,
I would assume if it's not green tree, all that moisture probably fucks it up anyway.
What we do is we just have like, I don't know what it's called, but it's like tin basically, with the folds and shit in it, like the wavies on it. I just have those cut out to size that will go, and I have them like literally spray painted, like window 1, window 2, window 3, so it's dummy proof.
Oh yeah, all that corrugated steel stuff.
Yeah, that shit. I got a bunch of it.
I love that stuff.
Yeah, and I freaking then, if we're gonna get some action rolling through, then guess what? You go out there and you hang them up. Put some gloves on though, because it will cut the shit out of you. But
Public service announcement: have extra gloves.
Oh yeah.
That was a good chat. That was informative. We talked about trucks. We talked about bean wiener humor. We talked about chickens and growing seeds and cool gun stuff. Lawfully made some funny jokes. Talked about chode carrots. Yes, we did talk about chode carrots. Stable is garbage. Ooh, Comfortably Numb doesn't like it. Project Farm tested it. Doesn't work. Use ethanol shield. I don't know. I've been using Stable forever. Seems to work okay. Back in Grampy's day, he was there before Stable was invented.
If you can find a place, I know down south I saw it a lot. I don't see it so much up in the northeast or middle northeast where I am. If you can, at least in the wintertime, go spend the extra cash on the ethanol free.
You guys don't have it very much up there?
No, we have a lot of
when I was in South Carolina, like it was every gas station had ethanol free, but not every place up this way has it.
Yeah, it costs a lot more here, obviously, but yeah, the small engine stuff, most of it, unless it has a yellow cap, don't run ethanol in it. And if it has a yellow cap and it's diesel, don't put anything other than diesel in it. Just saying.
Now, there's something to be said about those old diesel engines. My John Deere backhoe, that thing starts up on like the first pop.
Yeah, you should get that thing rigged up where you take the wheel off or whatever, or put a gear on it and run that for your whole home generator. That'd be sick.
Yeah, fuck that. I just had to take the tire off to do a tube underneath of it. Taking that tire off, no sir, no sir, never happening again. Hopefully, I'll get some new tires for it in the spring if I can afford it. They're like. It's like $1,700 for the 2 tires that I need. So once I replace those 2 tires, like I'm cutting the old tires off with a freaking Sawzall. I ain't doing that again. I had to use the boom on the backhoe to rip the tire off because I just couldn't get it. It's too old and too hard. Like this rubber just won't go.
That's what she said.
And once I do that, I'm never touching those things again. If they get a hole in them, I'm putting some freaking slime in there and some fixed flat. I don't know. I've even heard of people like
That's
filling
all I
them up
fix
with some kind of like spray foam or something, where they're just up forever.
There you go.
Set them on fire.
Set them on fire to get them hop on the rim.
No, to get the old one off. Just let it burn off.
I couldn't like move for like 2 days after I did that freaking tire. Just about killed me.
Yeah, no fucking. I know. When I was doing heavy equipment stuff, our tire guy, he was a big ass motherfucker, man. Yeah. I found out I found out why he was a big ass motherfucker, because that's some fucking no. That's some not. I'm not built for that shit.
Well, my dumbass, the weight is in the center of the rear tire. There's a weight in the center of the rear tire. Instead of taking the actual rim part off, I took the whole thing off.
All the weight and everything.
Yeah, the weight and everything. Like I'm an old BMW mechanic. Like I'm just taking the lug nuts out and taking the whole thing off, right? Well, I didn't realize that was the weight. Like until I saw how
There's
thick it
another
was.
60 pounds in there.
Yeah, how thick it was once I finally got it off. I was like, holy crap. It was everything I could do to get that tire back on the machine. And then the hub is all the hub and everything's rusted to shit, right? And I had to pound the hell out of it to get it off. And then trying to get it back on there and line up all the bolts at the same time. On a freaking tire you can barely move yourself.
Yeah, that's where having that third set of hands is nice.
Yeah, I wish I had both my boys over to help me.
Freaking
Full rank saying old dad over here needs a hand. Be like, otherwise I'm cutting your asses out of the wheel. That'll get them over there.
What? I'm supposed to have a wheel?
Help one of them with their one of them with their roof. Be like, hey, remember that roof I helped you do?
You mean you're cutting them out of the trust?
Yeah.
Didn't we just do your camper roof? I need you to help me change the tire.
Yeah, that's true.
He did the roof himself, but he did tear the whole front of the camper off, like completely gone, open air. We had to just make that shit up.
Hell yeah.
It's only like 3-4 inches low on the one side.
That's what they expect.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Build it up with some Flex Seal. It'll be all right.
Now just got to repaint the metal so it looks straight.
Heard that. There are comments, Di. Are we still live?
It says
Put a one in the
live.
chat if you're still here.
Last comment I got is stable garbage. Project Farm tested it. Oh yeah, that was a while ago. Coolfoot says here.
Put a 2 in the chat if you learned something tonight. We covered a pretty good swath of stuff. Next chat will probably be like Black Friday deals that we see, worthy. What up, Fiend Dog 1954? Are you really 54 model?
All prepper related. No pew-pews. Challenge. I'm betting that everybody on this chat and everybody listening to this chat has at least one firearm.
You're a pretty good betting man.
So prepper related. Pew pew stuff is cool and all, but prepper related.
Unless it's a really good deal on some 5.56, because every time I go to buy more 5.56, I accidentally buy 9. I need to stop.
Yeah,
doing
my outreach is currently. I was looking at. Oh, you know what? I should ask you guys that know more about nods than I do. There's a company here. Let me look at it. They got a cheap thermal and nods overlay. To them. They got a Black Friday sale for $250 with a. I don't remember if it comes with a helmet or not. I think it just comes with a strap, but their helmet's on sale for like $80. Obviously not ballistic, but for $250 they have a digital thermal and night vision monocular, one for each eye.
Post that up in the Discord, and I'll watch. I'll probably watch some videos on it tonight to see just like what the how laggy it is and shit.
All right. I mean, for $250, if
I
it's,
mean, for that
if it's
price,
anywhere halfway as
I'm
decent as
interested.
like Nightbox or something.
Well, the trouble is that's going to be digital for sure. And if
Yeah.
you're in a static position, then yes, all day long, just don't turn your head real fast, or close your eyes, turn your head, open your eyes, or you're going to be seasick as a mother.
Yeah. I mean, my
And
thermal digitals, if I move it too fast now anyway.
yeah, it's exactly because the thermal's digital.
Right. That's what I meant. I think I said my digital does that, but yeah, my thermal does that.
Yeah. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does what you need. And if you've got night vision and thermal together, then you're going to be better than 80% of the people out there.
Yeah. If you're in a static position, like you're in a home or something, and you're something has tripped your alarm, and you get and you kind of know the direction it's coming from. Like, hey, everybody, look north. Like, just saying, if you can see at night, for 250 muffins, opposed to buying another shitty gun. Like, guns aren't shitty, but you definitely don't need fucking 30 Glocks. You definitely don't need 30 freaking Tauruses or 30 freaking ARs. Like, you don't. If you think you're the armory for everybody else and you have bottom of the bucket tier shit with it's all iron sights and crap, like, let's be honest, if you're gonna hand out 30 iron sight ARs, how many people even fucking train with iron sights anymore? I'd say probably less than 80. Everybody's on dot or optic. Most people don't even put irons on their gun anymore to cut weight.
And then look what happened to me tonight. I went and picked up my weapon of choice, and my freaking red dot was dead.
And you didn't have backup sights.
There actually are sights on that gun if I just would have ripped the dot off. But I'd rather pick a different gun or go find a battery than sight that thing out again.
Yeah.
No, they don't co-witness. They're just the irons that are on the top rail of it. Mountain House has got a Black Friday sale.
Our dreams of grandeur where we're going to be like the armorer. I don't want to hand out that many guns to people I don't know that well. What's going to happen is they're going to turn around and take the rest of your shit.
They're going to fucking rob you, dude.
Yeah, if we don't share blood, then you're not getting one of my guns.
I don't know. I'd give one to one of you guys maybe if you were over here.
Or if we haven't bled together, you know what I mean? Then
yeah. If our tampons aren't in sync, then I don't want to hang out with y'all.
Mountain House has a Black Friday sale. Select things are up to 50% off.
So here's my bone that I have to pick up with that whole Mountain House sale. Okay, yes, I do like number 10 cans. They stack really nicely and shit. But I was doing the math on it. You can get the individual smaller, like the Mylar bags, on sale cheaper than what the number 10 cans are on sale right now, and like dollar versus value wise, because like it's like the big ones. I forget I did the math, but it's cheaper to freaking just get the Mountain House individual bags when they're on sale at Walmart or on Amazon.
Yeah.
But
And
those don't
I-
store as well. I get it, but you know,
If you're like a stage 1 prepper, then I'm gonna say the Mountain House and the dried food is good to just get something quick and back up. But what do I always say? Prep what you
Prep
eat
what
and
you
eat what you
and
prep.
have sex with who you want to have sex with. What?
All right then. But prep what you eat, because how many of you got kids that won't eat unless they got their freaking specific brand of freaking Purdue Dino nuggies?
that's why I've been feeding my kids
Even if
religiously.
you're
They eat almost
even if
every
your kid
morning oatmeal.
even if your
There you
kid's not super picky, if you go from eating just normal food and in your normal routine, and then you break out the bucket food that looks like
Rice
freaking
and
gruel, it looks like slop. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you guys have opened those things up and actually made them and tried them. Like, what is it? The beef stroganoff? Like, I was expecting to open it up and find like freeze dried noodles and meat. That's not what it is.
It's a paste consistency. That
Yeah.
peak that not the Mountain House one. You know what? Mountain House, as far as what I've been testing, especially when I was doing that like testing series last year, Mountain House's texture is the worst. Besides maybe like Patriot, but the My Patriot stuff, which by the way I have a Black Friday link for My Patriot that I need to get out, but I don't even fucking do those links anymore. They're such a pain in my ass. The the Peak Refuel one is the best that I've had. It's the closest thing to like what you're gonna make and in a skillet for dinner, texture wise and everything. That one is so good. And then their Ready Wise, like their higher end one that I did, their beef stroganoff on that one was pretty good. Just
I
saying.
found another Black Friday deal. It's called the site is Prep Right Survival. They have those blue water bottles that have the filter already inside of them. This
Mhm.
one says it's a 4-stage filter for $19.99 on sale.
It's not
If I
bad.
remember right,
Like a life
those
size
are
bottle
those are
or
like,
what?
if I'm not mistaken, those things are like $30 at Walmart.
Is that the one where the filter is like the straw in the filter is like kind of like
Yeah,
all the
it's kind of like looks like it's got like a life straw in it.
yeah.
Pretty
You
good.
just fill it up and drink it. They have the replacement filters are 11.24.
How many gallons is that good for?
Now you're gonna make me read shit.
Mhm.
396 gallons. It says.
That's not bad for that for the with the cost of the replacement, $11. You get a lot of use out of it. $11, man. You can get some water out of that shit.
And now's the time to buy prep gear for normies for Christmas and stocking stuffers and things, right? Like get them a life straw to throw in the back of their car if they're a college kid or something. Get them some Mylar blankets. Get them a wool blanket to put under the back seat of their car. Get them some Mountain House. Get them some stuff, man. Get them a buddy heater. I tell you what, man. That's the one thing I give away that gets used the most for unprepared people is I loan out buddy heaters with some propane. Tell you what, man. I love those things.
But for the cost of a buddy heater, you can buy a kerosene heater.
Yeah, well, everybody here has propane though. Not that many people have kerosene.
I just feel like the
Kerosene stinks.
kerosene heaters heat up the room better than a buddy heater, and the kerosene lasts longer, in my opinion. I haven't
Yeah, but isn't
tested it.
kerosene also getting
Nope, you're
expensive?
wrong. No, I was kidding. No, I don't know. Kerosene stinks.
And
Wait,
don't you
hold
get don't you get a lot of moisture when you're burning propane?
Yeah, I mean, not really.
I mean, with both of them, you're supposed to leave your windows cracked and stuff. So maybe it doesn't matter. This same website has some interesting. It's a survival emergency food tablet. It's like it looks like a little bar of chocolate or something.
Oh, it's got hella calories in it.
I bet it tastes like shit.
Probably, but if you're like just handing stuff out, or you're gonna go out on patrol or something, just to have a like this bar instead of a freaking whole MRE.
Yeah.
Long-term food storage, gluten
Throw that
free,
in with some.
non-GMO,
Throw
chocolate.
that in with some oatmeal. That's what I like to do with those bars. The apple cinnamon one with some oatmeal is pretty bomb. That orange one that you can get at Wally World. I did that at deer camp a couple times. It's a lot of calories in the morning. Do that with some coffee and some oatmeal. Get you over.
Oh, I had a so I went in. I don't know if it's something changing in me or what, but I swore I would have made some oatmeal the other morning. It tasted like soap.
Tasted like soap.
Yep,
Weird.
that might have been gone bad.
I've never had that.
I roughly googled it. It said either something's off with your health or the oats might have gone bad. If you've never heard of it. And like I've ate oatmeal my whole fucking life and it's never tasted like soap.
I like me some oatmeal.
I think your fingers over the microphone hole.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Forgot I didn't have the case on here.
I had that after I had COVID. Like almost everything I ate tasted like soap. And ever since then, everything tastes different to me. Ever since that. Then.
How about Taco Bell?
You know what? I haven't had Taco Bell in forever. So tonight, I took my wife. She saw something at the Goodwill she wanted and told herself not to buy it, but then decided she wants it. So we ran out to the Goodwill, and it's right next to the Taco Bell. And I was like, fuck yeah. So I went and got Taco Bell as like a treat because we haven't eaten out in a while. And I was so freaking disappointed. We got the Nacho Bel Grande. The chips tasted like
Cardboard.
I'm not exaggerating. I'm not being hyperbolic. The chips tasted like shit. I ate maybe 4 or 5 bites and I'm like, I just don't know what it is. Like, is it the tomatoes taste weird? Is it that tastes weird? No, it was the whole thing. The whole thing tasted like shit. And then my chicken quesadilla, I got a piece of like chicken gristle in there. God, I was so mad.
But did you get 4 or 5 pockets of hot sauce while you were in there?
No, I do not do hot sauce. I'm a gringo. I do not do the hot sauce.
I'm a gringo boy. I'm a gringo with the freaking lentil pee and I'm still on the hot sauce, bro. What are you talking about?
I don't do the hot.
Did Lockwood fall asleep? Has he been muted this whole time and he's been saying shit?
Yeah, he's probably sleeping.
I mean, I can do some stuff with a little bit of heat, but nothing like my best friend. My best friend, he eats jalapenos like they're potato chips. He just opens the jar. He just opens the jar and starts eating that shit. Like, oh,
yeah. That's tasty. I tell you what, if there's something that I've been really doing and to cut weight, and it's cheese. I don't know if you've seen all the like weight loss things, but like baked cheese is like the best thing for keto now. Like you bake cheese with jalapenos, or you bake cheese with like really sliced thin onion in there, and you can substitute that for like a wrap for like your sandwich or whatever, or you just eat it like chips. It's so good, dude. Jalapeno and cheddar, freaking baked. Oh my
Well, I
god.
mean, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. If a jalapeno popper is fucking God's gift to this earth, then of course it's gonna be delicious.
You know, I can eat jalapeno poppers. Like I don't know if that cooks some of the heat out of them or what, but I eat those.
I love those.
I've been slowly building up my kids and my wife's spice tolerance over the years.
He's over here like, you want some mac and cheese? Bam, cayenne pepper.
Well, yeah, because I have that big ass. I started buying the big ass things of cayenne pepper, so it's like sprinkle a little bit in there, a little bit more in there, a little bit more. It's supposed to
Yeah,
be really
but
good for
hard.
cayenne pepper. Actually, is supposed to be like have a lot of health benefits for you too. So
Yeah.
I need to give my chicken some pepper flakes. I just realized
Yeah.
we're talking about all these spices.
give them the
Mhm.
spice.
Yeah, I guess garlic powder, parsley, and oregano is like super good for him in the winter for some like vitamin support and immune. I think the garlic powder is for like immune
Yeah, because
deficiency, whatever the fuck I'm trying to say.
garlic is good for the immune system.
Yeah, my girls are on strike right now. Like I got 2 freaking eggs. This
What's the
I know
temperature?
mine are starting to give me
It-
4 or 5 a day.
it's been pretty cold, and for some reason I have a heater in there, but like I don't know if they see the light on the switch and they peck at it, but it's always freaking off.
It might be
Every
too
time
hot.
every time I go in there, it's off, and the switch
Yeah,
is off.
make sure it's not sweating them. I guess chickens are pretty hardy. Technically, mine could live out here. I think they can live like to 15 degrees pretty easy by themselves.
But they just
Yeah,
won't
but
produce eggs, right? If they're cold.
I need those bitches to earn their keep. They got a purpose.
How
It's
old
like,
are
I'm
they?
feeding you. You better
They're
be feeding me.
yeah, they're not pets. They got a purpose.
How old
How
are they?
old are they? I mean, they're not years old. They're maybe 2 or 3.
That's about the run for your chicks, man.
Is it?
That's like peak
I'd have
performance. Two. I think it's
I'd
two
have
years. Is peak.
I think I'd have to ask my wife when we got them.
Might,
They
might
bet
be
I
time
somebody's
to
bet the older
start
ones like
swapping them
that.
out.
I saw a dude that convinced me to get ducks instead. He said the ducks that he gets lay eggs for like 30 years.
Damn.
Yeah, but are you gonna eat the duck eggs like you would chicken egg?
Duck eggs are supposed to be
Yeah,
much more rich in protein and supposed to be the best to make homemade pasta with.
I had ducks for a while and we ate their eggs. We didn't eat them. We had so many chicken eggs it was ridiculous. I gave them to an Asian guy I used to work with, and he loved me forever.
But they shit everywhere. Duck shit
Yeah,
everywhere.
ducks are ridiculously dirty. Like if you don't have a pond for them, like a real pond, and you try and use we were using a kiddie pool, man, you had to clean that damn thing every day. And if you're off grid and like you didn't have a well or a very a good supply of water, I don't know that you could keep ducks.
Eat them.
Okay, just
I mean,
make everything disgusting.
yeah. You know what? Now that I've had chickens for a long time and I had ducks, I almost prefer the duck shit to the chicken shit because the chicken shit, like I thought it was going to be like bird. When I first got chickens, I thought chicken poop was going to be like bird poop. You know what I mean? Just like a little splat on the ground. Hell no, they got like damn turds.
Mm-hmm. Dude, man, cut open the bags, and I have a ladder system, and I staple my bags underneath them from their feed, and then when I go clean it out every other week, I just put the bag together and throw it in the freaking thing that I'm getting rid of. Staple another one up
Yeah,
there. It works pretty good.
yeah. I think if we finally get to our permanent place, I probably won't use this chicken coop that we have. I think I might buy or build one, not buy one.
I
'Cause
wish
I
I
want to
could do
make
a big run and do like the sand method where you just use one of those kitty scoopers and you just keep putting more sand in there. Have you seen that
yeah.
method?
Uh,
That'd be good.
a lot of people say don't use sand in the wintertime because it holds so much moisture.
Yeah.
And
And
moisture
sand,
in-
and one the thing about sand too is when it's hot, it sounds hot. When it's cold, it sounds cold.
I don't know. I just use hay on concrete right now and it's working.
Like I like your idea of like hanging some bags or something under the roost so you can get the poop and there's not that much in the coop. And
Yeah, I've seen
I
people
really
do like a bar all the way across the back, and they have 2 or 3 roost bars up there, and the bottom of that is sand, so they can go through with a poop scooper and do it, and then the rest of their coops, whatever.
yeah.
That wouldn't be
And
too bad.
I've seen some videos on how you can make like this mechanical egg collector. Like as soon as the chicken lays the egg and then leaves, the like the pan drops or whatever, and the egg rolls to a place they can't get to.
With like a drawer under it. I've seen that.
Yes, something like that. I've even seen people that have like some freaking Willy Wonka machine where the eggs come all the way out of the coop and like roll down this little channel.
Yeah, I've seen some of those, and then they just go to one spot just to go get their eggs.
I
Pat,
think
you ready?
like
You're doing
drops it
quick.
into a bucket of water or something.
Did we lose
Because
Lawfully?
that's one of my biggest things that annoys the shit out of me is how dirty my freaking eggs are.
I got a little silicone deal that has a suction cup on one side. And I think I got a new girl because all mine haven't started giving me eggs yet. I think I got a new girl and she's pooping on them because the rest of them don't really poop on them. But it's got like little silicone little deals to clean the eggs. You just put the egg in there and just rotate the top one and they're clean.
Yeah, I have one of those. But if you want your eggs to last, you're not supposed to wash them.
No. I hadn't
They
done
have
it with them yet. But,
they
I don't
have
wash them.
they have bloom on them when they're fresh out of the butt, and if you wash it, you wash all that off, and then the air can start to
Then
penetrate
they're
the
no
shell.
longer. Yeah, then they're no longer shelf stable. Like you can't leave them out. You got to refrigerate them, right?
Yeah, or glass them.
Yeah, that's what I want. When somebody's going to ask me what I want for Christmas, I want gallon ball jars and half-gallon ball jars so I can start water glassing eggs.
Be badass.
You jealous? I'm going to have 2 years shelf-stable eggs while you guys are starving eating your freaking Mountain House and oatmeal. I'm going to be over here like, would you like sunny side up or medium overdone, bitch? Would you like an omelet?
I got a couple dozen of freeze-dried eggs right now. I'll be good for a minute.
Yeah. Better keep on keeping on with that there, son. Yeah, what are you buying shit? You don't need to buy no freezer. You are the freeze dryer.
Yeah, I gotta spend some money on it though. I saw a system where they use a diesel filter and a water separator because that freaking pump oil is gonna put me in the poorhouse. You wonder why the freeze dried candy and shit's so expensive? It's because the vacuum pumps on those things. You got to constantly change the oil or come up with like a filter system. Because that oil gets nasty.
I guess one of the prices to pay for being at the top of your game prepping.
Yeah, I just gotta bite the bullet and spend like $100 or $200 to buy all that crap and plumb in a filter into the oil system.
Gotta wait for the oilless ones.
Well, there are oilless pumps, but the pump itself costs as much as the freeze dryer.
Yeah, they're stupid expensive.
I think for $200, I'll plumb in a water separator and a filter, and then you just get a little electric pump.
Like a little fish pump or whatever.
No,
Condensate pump.
you do like these little electric pumps. I guess they're for some lawnmowers that have electric fuel pump or something. It's just a little electric pump.
Sex toy pump.
but it's they're loud as fuck. It's not like a it's like a so much it's so fucking loud the guy puts a big foam thing around it so you can't hear it so bad.
Damn.
And that's one of the things when I'm looking for my homestead property, like going off grid sounds all sexy and everything, but you can't freeze dry off grid unless you got a serious system. And I don't have money. I don't have serious system money because those things run for 48 hours.
Yeah.
Freaking freezer and the vacuum pump.
Or you can just get a dedicated generator for it.
Guess you're just gonna have to go back to old school. Time to can and pressure can, baby.
Yeah, we got that too. Since we just cleaned out the basement, oh my God, I have so many jars.
Welcome to the club.
So many jars. And my wife keeps buying the lids and the seals. And she buys stuff that she already has, not knowing that she has it. And she's like, oh, I need some more lids. And since we've cleaned up and organized and put them all together, I bet you we have 1,000 lids down there at least.
Hell yeah.
It's a good thing, though.
That's a great problem.
Those
Now we just have to learn how to grow things to be able to can. Because
that's the easy part.
we tried canning green beans. For some reason it didn't work. They fucking blew up and started to rot and stink. We
I don't
tried
know.
we tried canning ground beef, and a couple of the cans broke, like split.
Maybe you're getting it too hot and then not letting it rest or something. I don't know. That's weird. Maybe you got a crappy jar. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, there will be
I-
some stuff that doesn't work. Like we've had a couple jars bust on us, but I also have jars that are probably older than me. I use so.
Yeah. As long as
And I even
it's
got some dollar store ones.
as long as that lid is still sucked down, like it should be good, right? If the meat was going bad, it would pop up because
Right.
the gas is released from it rotting, right? So as long as that lid is down, it should be good.
I
What to
agree.
say?
I don't know. It's hard telling. All right, y'all. I got to take my last little bit of medicine here and try to go to bed.
Yeah, drift into dreamland. That's where I should go.
I haven't had a dream in so many years. I don't even know what it is anymore.
Really?
You got to enter REM sleep for that. I'm lucky to get 4, 5, 6 hours tops. Especially right now. I got to take Oxy to get 4 hours.
I downloaded a sleep app and it said I had 0 REM sleep.
That's depressing.
Maybe that's why that's like I
Is that
Yeah,
why
dream.
I'm always so tired from just napping all the time, not getting real sleep?
I
Yeah, that's
I
my problem. Is I'm
dream.
falling asleep all the time on the couch right now.
But they say
I
that's when your
dream.
testosterone is made, is when you're in REM sleep for some reason. So
No,
not getting good sleep can cause all kinds of problems.
I'm just
no,
gonna
no.
start. I'm just gonna make the investment and just start taking TRT. Fuck it.
What's that?
Now that's anti-prepper because once you start taking the replacement therapy, your body quits making it all together.
You gotta freaking. You can't.
And if you can't get it anymore, you're going to be in bad shape for a while until your body starts picking back up again.
Hey, just be a little sad. You'll get over
Well,
it.
testosterone is way more than that.
I'm cutting my fingernails
Gross.
with a knife like a man. Good. One was pissing me off, so now they all gotta go.
I usually cut my nails when they get long enough and start breaking. Once one breaks, I know that it's time to cut them back.
That's what just happened.
And then you just peel it all the way across.
Yeah, I did that earlier today, and now I'm fucking regretting it. I should have just waited till I got home and used clippers, because it went deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and you got that constant little burn.
Mm-hmm.
Hate that shit.
It kept catching on my clothes, and I was like, "Fuck you!"
And then you're like, ow, fucking hurts.
Yep. 45 years old, and 45 years old, and I still haven't learned.
What a dumbass.
One of those things.
Oh, you guys are cute. I think Waffly passed out on us.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, let's whisper sweet nothings into his mouth, into his ear, so that way he can have some good REM sleep with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lawfully, this is your conscience speaking.
You will sell your Walther PDP, and you will get a Smith & Wesson 2.0.
Walther sucks. Glock is better.
You will wake up and only want to shoot high point. From here on out, you will only appendix carry a high point C9.
Nope, I draw the line there. That's too far.
Friends don't let friends
Hashtag
appendix
van
carry.
life. Hashtag van life.
Friends don't let friends appendix carry high points.
Friends don't let friends appendix carry SIG.
That's true.
I put a high point down my pants before a SIG P320. That's for sure.
Damn.
That's damn true. I don't know. I like both of mine, but I just won't carry it.
Evidently,
No.
they're not all affected like the 320 is what I come to understand.
Well, I
Like
mean, I
the
got
three-
mine for like nothing because people didn't want to carry them anymore. So I was like, I'll get it. Practically giving it away. All right.
I mean, if you put it in a competition style holster where it's like aimed away from your leg, sure.
Or those are the ones that you let the feds take.
Those are the ones that don't get lost.
Yeah. Those are the sacrificial.
Look at the size of that mamma jamma. We're gonna pull the shit out of there and just keep the jar.
Dang.
What size do you think that is?
Lagoon.
How big do you think that jar is? Is that a 1 gallon? That's bigger than a gallon, you think?
No, that's not a 1 gallon. That's maybe a, what is that? What do they call that? Yeah. I don't even think it's a- I don't think so. The 1 gallons are like, they look like the big pickle jars. Maybe that one's a that's a couple pints. Who knows? I don't know. I'm retarded.
There's a half a gallon of milk.
You gonna freeze dry that?
I haven't tried that yet. Before I do that, I have to make sure my freezer is 100% level, because the way I stick my trays in there, my freezer has to be 100% level. And then I have to make sure my freeze dryer is perfectly level, so that shit doesn't spill everywhere. Well, I guess once it's frozen, that won't matter.
I was gonna say, you're gonna pre-freeze it, right? You
Yeah, I'm gonna
pre-freeze
pre-freeze
right?
it. Yeah, so
All right. Hold on. Come
still
with me
gotta-
for a second.
I still
If
got
you
to
wanted
do
a
a
lot
little
of
bit of work.
protein and you had a freeze dryer and you went to a sperm bank,
Ugh.
it's a lot of protein powder.
Yeah, I watched there was some sex doctor or something on the Sean Ryan show, and he asked about that, And she said there's not much in there at all. She's like, yeah, there's a tiny little bit of protein, but there's not much. So as funny of a joke as it is, it's not actually true.
Darn it.
So don't go raid your local sperm bank
Yeah, don't do that.
looking for the
Tactical
sperm.
Muffin Top. Tactical Muffin Top says no.
Holy shit.
That was a good conversation we got on.
It's starting to go sideways. Hit the end button.
All right. See you, everybody.
Later, guys.
Y'all be nice.